What's going on, everybody? Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Hope everybody's doing well. Capitan, hello. King Cam. Everybody else in the server, hello, hello. Oh, we got a stacked crew today. Look at that.
Hi there.
I see Wolfpack. I see Value. Patty.
Okay.
I think that's Blade's mother, right? Lord of Turtle, Kraylin, King Cam, yeah. Adventure, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. Yes, you're second in chat. Good job.
Hi there.
Magisker, Lagarathon, hello, hello. Chat, the tree farm, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
You had to wait months to see if it would. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I did have to wait months, and then we log on today, and it doesn't work. I don't know why. It was my first ever attempt to create tree farm. I don't know. We'll take a look in just a minute. Hey, Mr. Nibbles.
Again, I'm really proud.
You're proud. Oh, you're
that
proud.
You did this.
Well, thank you. I watched a YouTube video. I made notes, a whiteboard, and I did everything. You know, the odds were stacked in my favor, but no.
Mr. Nibbles wonders if the deployers can't place through the saw, and I actually think that could be it. But my other thought was, could the saplings have been sent over here?
Well, they're supposed to go in the deployers first, right?
What's wrong with this?
These sticks aren't going out of here for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there's sticks and
here's what was supposed to happen.
Okay.
So maybe it does work. And maybe it just ran out of saplings for some reason. I thought that the saplings were supposed to like prioritize the deployers before going into the crate, right? I mean, that's what you would hope would be the case. And Shusi, Devilchi, hello.
The tree planters should be filtered for deployers.
Oh.
Is what Capitan says. Did you do that?
You mean I should filter like, oh god, I don't want to get sawed to death. Yeah, can't you filter an item on the deployers like this? Hold on.
There are saplings in the coke ovens that you can steal.
Yeah, everything's borked. But you know what? Maybe it could be salvaged today. Maybe we can fix this. Hold on. Yo, what's up, Value? Troubleshooting create. Yeah, a little troubleshooting. I thought you could like, filter these somehow. Is that not a thing? Well, I just right-click that sapling on there. Move the deployers down a block. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I followed that YouTube video exactly. This is exactly how they built it, and it worked. But was that like a different version of Create? I honestly have no idea. And so, like, I remember looking at this myself and thinking, like, mechanically, like, how do those deployers exactly work? Also, how does the sapling know to go there first before it, then comes over here? I don't know.
How do you turn this thing off?
Like that, yeah.
Okay.
That's probably a really good idea. Oh, and you can actually filter it. Oh, now that we've stopped it. Okay. Okay, that's good. Am I think I'm like dying of heat or something. Okay, there we go.
I told you to put your hat on.
I know, thank you. Okay, so if I do this, chat, then maybe it'll work. Maybe that was the only problem, potentially. I mean, there is another problem, which is, I wanted the sticks to filter out of here. Right? So we only have logs in here and nothing else. And it looks like it was doing that for some time. Like, see, I've got sticks filtered there.
Yeah. I mean, don't we need like some kind of trash can or bin or something to store them in?
Well, I mean, you just throw them in the world, right? So it says up to any, right? So why aren't these extracting, I guess? Is kind of the question.
Maybe because they're in those spots for it over here?
No. I mean, sticks filtering. So I have this funnel, Cat, and it's filtered to sticks. And it looks like it had been working previously, where it would just take whatever's in the crate that sticks and it would spit it out. But it doesn't seem to be continuing to do that. I found out 3 super chests for sapling, sticks, and logs. The rest I filtered. Get dropped in a fire. Yeah, I don't know. But I am curious to see if this will actually work again. So if I put the saplings in the chest right there, is it going to plant these again? Aha! Aha, ha, 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 ha! The deployers work, chat. Look at that. Hell yeah.
Fantastic.
Now, it doesn't mean the whole system works perfectly, but, the filtering I'd totally forgot about. So these will, this is one of my potential complaints today, the growth rate of trees. I still have not gotten over that, still, after, like, week 4. Oh, man. Change to any to 1? Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, so you can... Yeah, these brass funnels are really cool. You can like right click, you can filter right here on the top portion. And then you can also hold right click and you could do like any amount. Up to -1. Oh, wait, is that doing a thing? Maybe not. See, I don't know why it wouldn't work on any though. Like, that's weird. Create is weird, chat. we're still trying to figure out so many different things about it. But anyway, I don't want to get too sidetracked by the tree farm right now. I know we have a lot of thoughts and stuff. Kat, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm still trying to wake up.
Yeah, you just got your tea earlier. I have about 1/4 of my coffee ingested, so yeah, explains a lot.
Dude,
output too close to the funnel?
in.
Maybe. All right, go ahead.
I was just saying, we just logged in, and these trees were so pretty and filled with cherries, and now they're already dying. That was so fast. Yeah, it's summer. Although it was really funny, we didn't have like all of the chunks near the base loaded. So when we logged in, I was like in this little factory and facing this way. And I saw a bunch of snow blocks that have since melted, but you still see some up here. And I was like, oh no, is it just about to be winter again?
They just weren't chunk loaded.
Thank goodness.
So everything's fine. Everything's
It was just a chunk loading issue.
King Cam is bleeding out. Oh god. Again?
Where is
he's in his base. He'll probably just respawn.
I don't think
help, please.
Well, he says help, please. I'll run over there and see if I can get him, but I don't know if I'll make it in time.
Okay. By the way, chat. Yeah, check this out. Devilchi, I think you're right. Yeah, like the moment that I like grab some sticks, some more pop out. So do I actually need to put a fire here, I guess? Or something? Or what if I dig one further down? No, dude, it's so smart. It like knows. It knows. Hold on. Oh, there we go. No. Hold on. We're learning. We're learning something.
Nice.
Oh, there it goes, chat. There we go. Just dump it on the ground. This is very good server practice, right? And he's bleeding again. Cat, don't kill yourself.
What?
Yeah, he's bleeding out again.
I just saw him. What did he do?
I don't know, but he's right at his house. Like,
I think he's trying to kill himself.
I don't know. Don't know what's happening. What I do know is happening over here is I think I fixed this. Yeah. It literally just needed to be like one further down to the ground before they would drop out. Create attempting to fix a lag issue. Yeah, how dare Create try to do that when I'm trying to make a lag issue, right? Let me lag the game just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. I don't know exactly how, like, if I had a fire to burn that stuff, that'd be great, but I don't know how to do, like, an everlasting fire in the game. Like, even when you do it on, like, the magma blocks, it runs out eventually. Lava bucket there? Place a lava bucket there. You mean like place it like down like with V, like on the ground? Oh, I don't even know. I don't think we even have any lava though. I don't think we do. Okay, interesting. Well, we're learning. But yeah, this should work as well. And so we did keep it on any, up to any, which is what I thought it should be on. Yeah. All right. So theoretically, and yeah, chat, this is like what we worked on a lot yesterday. So we got the farm running, and then we've got a chute down there, brings the wood over to the tin pipes. And I guess I should fix this. Oh, we already have like a bunch of charcoal creosote in these because we're making a bunch of charcoal and creosote, but we're not actually like doing anything with it at the moment. And I think that's the goal today, is to kind of fix this. And yo, Sabrith, thank you. Tier 2 sub for 2 months. Thank you so much.
Hello, TerraFirmaGreggers.
Oh yeah, we be Gregging today. Yeah, look at this chat. Yeah, thank you again, Sabrith. Look at this. So we got 64 charcoal, 16,000 middle buckets of creosote. All we need to do is the thing that Kat was working on yesterday, the vacuum pressurizer thingy. I always forget the name of that thing.
Yep.
And I can help
Vacuum
you.
chamber.
Vacuum chamber, that's it. Yeah. We need that in order to make syngas. And then I guess we're going to need a tank to hold the syngas. I could see about making...
Yeah, that would be really nice.
Yeah, I could see about making like one of those steel tanks maybe, just temporarily. Which also has auto output, which is good. What is that thing called? Let me go find out real quick. Chat, we do have some plans today, and as you can tell by the title, you know, there is change in the air. So I think we are, after today, we'll probably talk about this several times today, but I think we're going to stop pushing TFG as much as we have been before. I'm not going to say we're never going to log in again. At the very least, very least, server's still going to be up, and we still want to come on here during stream and like check out people's places and stuff like that, even if we don't do any more progression ourselves. But I'm not ruling it out. You know, like we'll see what happens in the future, but we're definitely not pushing it the way we have been. So today's kind of like the final day, and I kind of wanted to like have a little time during the stream where we kind of give our overall thoughts, impressions, kind of compliment sandwich this pack, and do a little world tour, check out what people have been doing the past couple days, and yeah. And so, like, much to your question, Shusi, should I go ahead and say it, Kat? What our plan is for Thursday?
Sure. Go for it.
Thursday, we are starting. We've kind of talked about this. We've hinted at this several times. Thursday, we are starting a new world in GTNH, the 2.9 daily, like one of the latest daily builds, and we're just gonna play a little survival in that world. You know, it'd be like a back down to earth, down to basics. It'd feel good. We're calling it what are we calling it? Cozy Acres, right?
Cozy Acres.
Cozy Acres, right? Because we're gonna focus on some crops in H. See what that's like early game. You know, even before you get like crop manager and maybe even before you get steel for a watering can, right? Like, see how difficult is the grind up, because we're gonna be using that for Gadagog. 100%. And so we're going to go hard on the crops during Gadagog, and I want to see, like, you know, how much time does it take? Vin goes mining. We'll do some mining. Yeah, we'll do some mining. Yeah.
You know he can't escape.
No TerraFirmaGate. I'm sorry. Yeah, no TerraFirmaGate. Yeah. Is that a thing? What's the end goal of this mod pack right now, chat, as it stands today? I actually don't even know. I remember looking at the quest page and trying to figure that out. You know, everything's kind of a work in progress from IV onward. I don't know. I can't even click on this quest, so yeah, I'm not sure. So yeah, that's going to kind of be like our between now and Gadagog is some Cozy Acres, right? And so I've already got a new world. I've got a seed picked out. Kat, you're going to like it. You haven't looked at it yet, but it's going to be nice. It's going to be very cozy. You know, minus the stuff that happens to you in the beginning, the mobs and all that.
Yeah, hopefully it's just not a blood moon. That's all I ask.
First day blood moon. Let's go. That would be very fitting.
That would be very on brand for us. we have that luck, you guys know.
Not going to get to the moon. I mean, I wouldn't say it's impossible value, but yeah, I mean, with our current plans, it's probably not going to happen for us. We're excited to see you all eventually do that, though. You know, server's not going anywhere. We're keeping this thing up as long as we need to. And like I said, I do want to come back and like visit people's bases.
Yeah,
over time.
That was something that we had already talked about, was making sure we come back and like check out what you guys are up to.
Yeah. And you'll kind of like figure out like, you know, our decision making process when we kind of do like a little mock-up review of the pack. It's like, oh, okay, chat real quick. People who know like the commands, I did this one time and I forgot. What's the command in here for looking at like how many hours played everybody has? Because you know in GTH you've got the little like trophy icon. You can click that and you can look at it. There's nothing like that here in the interface, but I know there's a way. There's a command somewhere. If anybody knows, let me know. Otherwise, I can go figure it out as well. But Kat, would you like some help with the anvil? Kat and I have very opposing thoughts about the anvil when all is said and done. we'll talk about it.
It makes it even worse for me because now the interface is all messed up.
Yeah,
so I need a brass gear.
Yeah, and you didn't change any resource pack or anything like that?
I haven't touched anything.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. All right. We'll get this done. Leaderboard time played. Do you want to type that in, Kat? Try to type that in.
Oh, I type it out just like that?
I think so.
Leaderboard time played. Kraylin is winning. 9.93 days. Holy crap.
Dude, you've got
and then Hattie and Value.
You've got you played more than I thought.
Yeah. I was trying to do a lot with the food and the animals and stuff.
Yeah.
Which we'll get into a little bit later.
All right. Well, I've almost got this.
I do like how our area is coming along, though. Like, we built some cool stuff over here.
Yeah. We'll tour our base. We'll tour everybody's place. Like, I was actually, like, you know, if we want to talk about the things that I was enjoying about this pack, it was definitely, like, our base overall. Like, the thing that Uwe made. Like, and honestly, like, that was the first time we've really gotten to play with, like, on a team with Uwe and Mr. Nibbles.
Yeah, it was nice.
That was a good team, chat. That was a really good team. Just saying. I thought we killed it as far as the teamwork aspect goes. I'm saying that as the person that didn't do much mining, so you know maybe I'm a bit biased. You know, somebody does when other people do all the mining for you. It's you know, I don't know. I have some thoughts.
That was like really awesome.
Yeah. No, they were
willing to do that.
They've been really, really awesome, and I do have some thoughts about mining as well because I did do enough to kind of get like an opinion about it. Did you get your gear, by the way?
I did. Thank you very much.
Sweet. Good. Let's see. So is there anything else I can help you with as far as the vacuum chamber goes?
I mean, if you want to help with the blue steel spring.
2 blue steel spring?
I just need 1 blue steel spring.
Oh, 1. You've already
got. And then I need a precision mechanism as well.
Okay. Yeah, precision mechanism's kind of annoying. I'll work on the precision mechanism first. Because you have to do you have to do 3 rounds on a deployer. It's pretty weird. It's kind of awkward. Let's see. Oh, speaking of brass gears, I'm gonna need more of those. Is there no other way for us to make these? No. One of those things, like there are a lot of things that we don't need to use the anvil for anymore, but one thing we still need it for is gears and stuff. Probably once you get MV extruder, it's probably when you know you can make pretty much everything. Like you can abandon the anvil pretty much completely, I would guess.
And see, I can't wait for that.
Dude, okay. I mean, I'll just go ahead and say it real quick. We'll talk about this again in a bit, but I like the anvil. Once you, okay, well, right now I hate the anvil because it's not, hold on.
I just suck at math things. So I'm at a disadvantage. I just click buttons and hope for the best.
If you're not good
and
at,
it
like,
doesn't always go for the best.
if you're not good at quick arithmetic on the fly, then yeah, you might not like this. Which, you know, I'm not trying to say I'm really good at it these days. I'm probably the worst I've ever been in my entire life, but
well, you don't use it, you lose it, right?
yeah, that's very true. I mean, I still feel like I use it all the time in Minecraft, but maybe not in this way. I think I'm used to like counting in terms of like base 2 or something. But here you have to do like a bunch of arbitrary arithmetic. So use it enough, you can learn it by feeling packs before this. The numbers don't exist. Yeah, see, like Cat's having to do it without numbers right now, because her resource pack is messing up, and so I would not be a fan. I feel like that should be in every TerraFirmaCraft version. Is the numbers. Numbers are awesome.
Yeah, the numbers at least give you a chance.
Yeah. I mean, Cat hates math, but when you take the numbers away from this for her, like, that's even worse, right?
Yes.
All right, there we go. We got 3. Yeah, she never turned off the resource pack. I mean, maybe if she, like, tried to turn it back on or something, or, like, looked in the resource pack section.
How do I...
You go to,
do I even mess with that?
You go to options, and then resource packs at the bottom left. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. Good lord.
This is incompatible.
That's weird. Because nothing's changed with the versions and stuff.
No.
Maybe you could try to put it back in anyway. Hit the play button, yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
And then
oh, it's reloading. 1 second.
Yeah, that's normal. It will work. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's crazy how long it's taken.
Yep.
I thought
it's not responding.
I thought newer that does have, like, I thought that newer versions of Minecraft were better about the resource pack stuff as far as loading time goes, but hey,
right, they're there again.
Okay, good.
How bizarre.
You stand a chance now, Cat. Yeah, I don't know why that would do that on its own. Weird. Let's see. For gold spring, we need gold rods. Do we have any gold actually smelted? I don't know if we do.
Yeah, we've got some over here at the furnace.
Okay. I'll do like 4 or something. Chat, one thing I will say about the pack, and we'll say a lot of things in a bit, but I learned a lot of create this time around. We have dude, I've got a whole list. But I kind of ended up enjoying some of the create stuff in the end. It was definitely a journey to get there, but I think some of I had 2 dopamine hits during this playthrough. One was getting the forge hammer and suddenly not having to like use 2 ingots for like 1 plate. And plus the amount of time that it took. Nice. You could put 3-to-2 ratio in here and it was just immediately spit it out. Which is the same thing that we have in GTH. But damn, does it feel so much better in this pack to get I've never been so happy to get a freaking Steam forge hammer in my entire life.
Just wait. Soon we'll have to relive that in GTH.
I'm down for it. I'm here for it. Oh gosh, the gold is, dude. The gold and the anvil, by the way. Oh, I could coil these. Oh, I don't have to use the anvil. Oh. Bless. By the way, these gold ingots into rods take forever on the belt grind. No, I'll wait for the rest of that to go. I'll wait. So are you just waiting on the precision mechanism?
I need the precision mechanism and the blue steel spring, and then we can get this cooking.
I think you could probably make the blue steel spring without
You're gonna make me do it?
Oh, you would just have to weld. Okay, so you can take 1 blue steel ingot, which we should have. And you can make 2 rods out of it with the belt grinder. And then you just need to put the 2 rods in the forge and weld them together. It's just welding. You can do it, Kat. After you do it, I'll tell you well done. Okay?
You'll tell me well done.
Yes. Because gold and GT takes forever to process for anything. Yeah, it does seem like it's that way across the board, doesn't it? Yeah. Which is really funny because gold is such a malleable material. You would think it would take no time at all. Kind of like tin. But, I mean, maybe it's done for, like, balance reasons and Greg Tech in general. I'm not sure. If I turn this on... Actually, never mind. I'll wait for that to finish. Blue steel might take a while as well. No idea, and I hate it. Yeah. Fair.
Yeah. All yours, babe.
Okay. I'll just make a bunch of springs. Why not? Make sure there's charcoal in that forge, because it was a little while since I put it in there. It's almost out.
Good call.
Mm-hmm. Tongs?
These need to be welded, don't they?
Yes. Probably, yeah. I don't think those will melt. Yeah, they won't melt until brilliant white, so you're good.
Are you serious? I thought they were hot enough.
The old heat mechanic, chat. So many thoughts.
Oh my god.
Just let them heat as much as they'll heat up, because they're not going to melt, like I said. Just let them go. I think they go like double yellow or something. Double yellow,
Double
white.
yellow.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. And
Thank
then,
goodness.
yeah, and then you just put that into the coiling machine, I think, right?
Yeah.
And I already have that on, so.
So thank you. I really love like the animations you get with the create machines. They're so cute.
I let do the. I'm still giddy about the coiling machine.
Isn't it fun?
Look at this thing. Look at that
I
thing.
love seeing it come out like that.
We're easily impressed, I guess. It is.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, there's not. No. We've heard what you like. Oh no! Don't worry, Value. We'll get to. We're sorry. I don't mean to like edge so hard about our review, but you know we're trying to wait until like just a little bit longer to stream. And honestly, like I want to get this vacuum pressure thing done, vacuum chamber thing done. We're very close to like actually having our syngas, which is pretty much all we've been trying to work toward this week in TFG. Let's see. I need a gold plate. Well, go get that real quick. And yo, Kurisu, what's up? Okay, too many things on. I guess, Chad, if you didn't want to have to like turn on and off all these create machines, you know, because they all won't run simultaneously, I guess you would just like, would you just like make a windmill for almost every single one of them or something? Like, is what we're doing in create, like, you know, in your average pack that has create, you know, forget about create for a second. Is this kind of the norm? Is this what people do?
You have to do it for every single one, but you probably want to make several. Like maybe space them out between like every 2 or 3 machines.
Yeah, maybe. Because I think like, I don't know, there's some instances where like not even 2 of these machines can be on at the same time. So I don't know, like maybe I just need to watch more videos about like, you know, what are the optimal create setups or something. Okay.
Use a clutch and a lever. Well, that's what we have been doing.
Yeah, that's what what I'm asking is like, what if I don't want to have to do that, you know? Does it mean I'm just going to need a power source for every single one of these, basically? Regular create stress isn't capped. Stress is also... Okay, so create is capping stress. Oh, this is why people don't like create. Okay. Because I've been trying to figure that out. We've talked about it a little bit before on stream, but I haven't like really wrapped my head around it. That explains a lot. Yeah, that explains a hell of a lot. Steam generator, 172K SU. Wow. Yeah, so basically you just don't have to worry about it. And because there's no cap, you just make a ton of stress units and then you're just good, right? That is making a lot of sense. And yo, Ardath, what's up? Hello? You gonna come out of your... That's not coming out.
Like, no. Denied.
Yeah, basically. It's definitely not that. Why you no come out? Chad, I thought I understood create. Apparently I don't. Okay, can I just shift right click it on there? No, it won't let me. Can I drop it on there? Oh, the belts are going the wrong way. Why is this belt going this way?
Oh, yeah, why did that happen? I thought you like checked that as you were setting it up.
Unless when King Kim was messing with this, he also made it backward. I can see that being the case.
And this one's even backwards too, isn't it?
It was backward. Yep. Chat, I'm just gonna say for the record, if you're ever on a server with me, I like practical jokes. I don't like that kind of practical joke, where then I have to like diagnose a technical issue for 30 minutes. I don't like that. Me no likey. All right, there we go. Why did you skip those? Why did that happen?
There.
Oh, thank you.
Behind you.
Okay. Why did that happen? Sorry about that. I appreciate that, King. Yeah, just trying to help explain. AFK trap, funny. The other thing, not funny.
I think this is probably like a worse one to mess with just because you're not super comfortable with it.
Yes,
so you're like, well, did
exactly.
I mess something up or is it like, what is it?
Oh my god, why is it skipping these deployers? Oh, the deployers aren't on. Hey, how about that? Okay. Oh, there it goes. Okay. We fully understand create
I'm so
now.
glad you did this instead of me trying to figure this out.
Oh no, I wasn't going to.
That would have been an even
you.
worse nightmare.
Yeah. Especially since you didn't make this, right? So, and it's been a while.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I mean, it's been since September.
Since August.
Or August, yeah, since you last messed with.
Yeah, we did it in August.
Yeah. There you go. I think that's everything.
Yep. Let's go.
The coup de grace for everything we've been working for. Okay, now syngas.
Power.
Well, before you even do that, oh yeah, the power. Oh crap. Oh, we got to get power all the way over here. Yeah, I did forget about it. Maybe we should just set up like a water wheel downstairs, or I don't know. By the way, syngas. Here's something that I learned about the vacuum chamber: is that the direction this arrow is pointing, see, it's pointing up right now. It can also point down, and which direction it's pointing can be the difference between like voiding items versus doing the right recipe.
Snap!
Yeah, it's kind of crazy in that regard. Now, pointing up is the correct way for this. Yeah.
Okay, good. So that's what my next question was.
Yeah, so we just need to get some... I'm trying to think. Like, I'm thinking...
That's how it's vacation.
Hey! Back news, complete large gas turbines. Nice. Oh, that's huge. Wait, when you get the LGTs up, that's a good feeling. Get yourself some centralized power. Kat, I'm thinking that maybe we could just, like, piggyback off of... It's going to take quite a few gearboxes to do this, but piggyback off of, like, this, and just, like, have a shaft going all the way over across the room. It might be easier to do that than the alternative. I need to make more steel shafts, though, so that's going to be more... Let me make some gearboxes real quick. Huh?
Do we not have any extra in the chest over here?
No, there's one, but it's like a normal one. Yeah. This stuff isn't that expensive though. In fact, we got some steel plates already. Let me just cook these up real quick, and then we should be able to make something happen here. So it is. I'm gonna make like, I think 4 gearboxes will be enough for this. Yeah. Would you like some? I can give you like half of everything, Kat, and we can kind of meet halfway.
Sure.
Like, there's some shafts and some gearboxes. And yeah, what I'm going to do is, let me get some blocks to just kind of step up here. Yeah, I'm going to take this shaft up, and then we'll do vertical 1, this. And yeah, and we'll just send a shaft like all the way over. Yeah. Let's see. Let me try to... Oh, we're going to need a cog as well. Yeah, steel cog. Cog, wheel... And we could just do a normal steel cog wheel. We need a small wrought iron gear, which I don't think we have. Nah. Alright, forge time. One more time, Kat.
Oh dang, we're short like at least one more.
Oh, I've
shaft.
got more. Here. I just need a couple on my person. There you go. And in fact, you can have the rest of the these gearboxes as well. There's one more on the floor to your left.
Okay.
And you can do your best. I'm trying to make the cogwheel actually power the machine itself. And yeah. Got 3 running about 21k EU per tick. Pretty good, yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, that sounds like Ori Harukan. Yeah. If you got a Lapatronic supercapacitor yet? You usually end up getting both around the same time. Very challenging to make your first one though. But once you get those 2 things in tandem with each other, you're kind of rocking and rolling. Yeah, chat. We're gonna. Anybody wondering? We're gonna finish this, and then we're gonna do our review, and we're gonna do base tour, and then we'll play a little bit more after that. And that's gonna be the stream. 2 layers of T1 caps, tier 2 cap. Yep. That sounds solid. Yeah. All right, let's make a gear real quick. Hello, Zayden, coming in with the, what is that now, 56 streak. If you, I can never see those in my chat overlay, so.
53.
53,
That's awesome.
Gotcha. Yo, how's it going, man? I'm blanking, I'm throwing, we got it.
Hi there.
Hey, Kraylin. How's it going? How's the TFG going? We were looking at the leaderboard earlier. Saw you were number 1. Not to out you or anything, you know. I hope you're having a good time.
I don't think he's ashamed by it.
No, you shouldn't be. Okay, Kat, I have a cogwheel, which I guess we put right there. Nope, not like that.
Backwards.
Yes, true. Where'd it go? Do you have it?
No.
What happened to it? Oh, okay.
You got it?
Hey,
Sweet.
There we go. All right, and now we just need some charcoal. Would you like to do the honors?
Charcoal's in there.
No. You got to heat the bottom.
Oh yeah, duh. Okay.
Come on. Do the thing. Only 600 ping, damn. Well, it doesn't look like it's heated up. Are you right-clicking the charcoal onto the blaze burner? Hey!
There it is.
All right, dude. We worked so much toward this. We need to get a tank to store the stuff, but
Yes, we do.
I wonder how long this takes to create as well. No pun intended. Preparing for Ivy in earnest? Nice, nice. Dude, Ivy is such a nice shot in the arm. I was commenting on somebody's YouTube comment earlier this morning, and they were like, okay, so how do I do automations for like extruder and fluid solidifier and stuff like that? Do I just need a single machine for every single extrusion shape and mold? And I was like, yep, that's pretty much what you have to do until you get the GT++ multis that solve that problem. So Ivy feels really good for that reason. Plus wire mill, like a bunch of other things. Chad, is this working? I wonder if we need does it need a place for the liquid to go to output before we are able to like actually?
It might.
Yeah, I mean, I could try to like. What if I just put a gold fluid pipe like right here?
I wondered about that too. Like if we could get away with that. I meant to grab that earlier.
Is it? Didn't even start A2 and Goggra until Ivy. Yeah, there's like so many missing pieces until you get to Ivy. You can kind of like fast track to Ivy in some ways. Okay, well, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I'm a little confused about the output of this. Can we like wrench this or something? Oh, that's that. Okay. Well, goodbye, creosote.
We've got plenty more. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Who put the horse here?
I did.
Okay.
Click some more on here, maybe. Chat, does anybody know how to, like, auto output fluid from the... Oh, wait, it's showing it up here. Syngas. Does the fluid end up here? So how do we get it out of the vacuumizer? Pipe there? No. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but okay. Or would it come out like the very top? Like right here? Oh my gosh. I'm having problems. Basic maneuvering problems today.
It's all right. It happens.
Okay.
Right. Wrong.
It's not coming out of the top, automatically at least. Interesting. Okay. Learning, potentially. Well, I'll tell you what, like, I already wanted to make the tank for this anyway, so maybe we do that. Although, I mean, Kat, do we want to... You might need pump? That's kind of annoying if true. Oh, you're using brewery block instead of vacuum. I can... Yeah, this is very slow, by the way. And the brewery probably works way better. I mean, like... How bad is this thing to make? 12V circuits, copper spring, tin... it's not that bad. The pump's probably the most annoying part. $4,000 duration. Where does it say that? Oh, I see it now. Yeah. So that's like 4,000 ticks, right? Is that 200 seconds? Wait, that can't be right. That is poorly placed. It needs to be way more visible. Oh, the duration on the NEI thing or EMI thing? Yeah. Kat, are we do we just want to... What are you doing right now?
I'm working on the bronze tank.
Oh, you're trying to make a big tank for that. Oh, I was just going to make like a steel drum or something.
Oh, really?
It would hold
I
like
can stop
64,000.
this.
Yeah, I don't think we need that much storage for the syngas, honestly. Like, I think we should just make a steel drum instead. That's 4 steel plates, 2 long steel rods. And that way we could put, like... Again, I don't know how to get this out of here. But we could place it somewhere nearby, and then we could just start doing, like, you know, LV machines. With some gas pipe. Because the drum doesn't have an auto output feature, which is nice. So if we could just get it out of the machine and into the drum, then we're pretty much good. Yeah. Kat, do we want to do our review now, or do you want to wait, or what are you feeling? Did you say something? Hello? Hello? Kat? Kat's Cozy Games.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
That was really weird. I don't know why you weren't able to hear me.
I don't know. Discord, we're still working out the kinks of the new voice stuff, I guess. Hey, what's up, Rochacho?
I don't know. Hey there, Rochacho. I really think there's something going on with my mic. Because like every day there's like some weird like issue with the mic.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we need to like just bite the bullet, maybe get you a better mic or something? Possibly.
we might need to. But yeah, why don't we go ahead and do our review?
Okay. Sounds good. I do have a couple notes here. I'm gonna get these. We're gonna try to like make some kind of video out of this, maybe. Maybe I can cut it up, splice it up, make some kind of YouTube video out of it. We'll see. We've got a lot of good things to say, and then we definitely got some criticisms, and then just like some personal things that are just like, you know, hey, does this jive with me, you know, or not, kind of a thing. A video, yeah. And I actually have been doing some work on a Twist-based review. That's going to be like a full review because I mean we spent over 2,500 hours in that. In this, we spent like 100 hours probably combined. Maybe a little bit more. Actually, I mean, probably more than that because you had 5 days. That's 120 hours just on your end. Maybe like, what was I at? Do you still have that command? I didn't even see how many. Okay, almost 4 days. That's like almost 9 days times 24. Yeah, that's like 200 hours. We'll probably do some video that's like, you know, our impressions after 200 plus hours. You know. Something like
work.
Yeah. And then I think we'll record like a little intro, like off stream or board or something like that. I think that'd be good. Let me get the pip back. Okay, and then we should be good to go. Where did Kat go? Oh,
I'm a spectator.
Oh, okay.
I went into spectator mode because I thought it'd be easier to move around and we won't get the like food and hunger kind of stuff.
Yeah, it sounds good. I'll probably just go in creative mode. But, so Kat, when you think of like the things that you liked about TFG, like what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Well, so as you guys know, like, do you want to follow me over here, babe?
Yeah. I'll follow you wherever you go. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, how cute. Most of what I was focused on in this playthrough was like food, farming, animals, bees. I just started getting into like helping with tech stuff. I really like the multis that are in this. This was really, really neat having like a giant greenhouse multi and having to figure out sprinklers and stuff like that. And the cellar was like really fun. It's just different. I haven't played with those kinds of things before.
They give you a lot of tools
I did really
to
like the planters as well.
They give you a lot of tools to deal with the hunger and like store the food and everything. And like, I mean, what did you think overall of like the exploration mechanic?
Enjoy that stuff.
Yeah. It was interesting to work around.
The what mechanic?
What'd you think overall
of
like
the mechanic?
What'd you think of like the exploration, mechanic overall of the food?
I mean, I think it's pretty cool that they have that in there, but then it also gives you ways to like prolong the expiration date, which I like that is there.
Yep.
I am so spoiled by GT&H with the healing axe that I do get kind of annoyed that I'm constantly having to look at my hunger though.
But you,
really love
you definitely see
healing
what
axe.
TFG and TerraFirmaCraft in general is going for, and do they succeed at it?
They are trying
as
really
far
hard
as
to
food
make it more
goes?
realistic.
Yeah.
And I do like, I really do like all of the stuff that they have in here for this stuff. You know, the bees were the most different I've seen with bees since we've started playing any kind of Minecraft stuff. Like, they're very different from forestry. They're very different from productive. I didn't get any fully statted ones, but they're super easy to mess with. And I think it was kind of cool. Let me come out of, let me go into creative mode so I can see. You know, you get these like abilities on them and they actually kind of affect like crops and stuff. So like these have nature restoration. And when I was reading about nature restoration, it sounded like it was going to help with like crop growth, but it seemed like it actually ate up the hydration on the nearby crops a lot more. So I don't know. I thought that was cool that the bees could actually really affect crops and stuff. Like on a whole.
I also like how tiny the bees are compared to like normal vanilla bees that are like
Yeah.
humongous. Like they felt much more realistic.
I think these were like my favorite looking bees out of all the bees on Minecraft because like I like how the productive bees look, but I just wish they were shrunk.
Yep, exactly.
They're comical with how big they are, but with forestry bees, you just see like little blips zooming around. You don't really see a bee or anything. So I don't know. I really love that you could see them as like a little entity floating around doing things. It was cute.
Oh, I do have one small critique of the crops and the planter specifically. Please let us put these like things that require a large planter. Please let us put them in the quad planter. I wanted that so badly. Like I hate that stipulation, but maybe it's for balance reasons. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of wonder if it is for balance reasons. Like honestly, you can make this pretty large. I was curious to know if we could, because you can make this like a 31 by 31 by 31. I wonder if you could do like shelves or do like a second floor and fill it with like a whole level of just large planters that's dedicated to that.
Or do they need access to the sun? And so you can't do that, right?
Yeah.
But we don't know. We didn't experiment.
That is one thing I was wondering. Yeah.
Any other thoughts about the plants?
Not about the plants. Overall, like I really did enjoy messing with the plant stuff. I thought that was a lot of fun. Now with animals, I actually had a lot of fun with breeding with this. It seemed very different from like trying to breed and do things in normal Minecraft. It's a lot easier like in GT&H. I like that you had to build up like a familiarity score and you had to like feed them before you could even get any kind of stuff from them, like shearing them or milk.
You need to get familiar with them before you kill them. Yeah.
Well, you can kill them anytime, but you just can't reap any real benefits until you're familiar with them.
Find it ironic.
But I did really enjoy the animals. I love all the different animals that you get access to. Instead of it just being like sheep, pigs, cows, and chickens, you've got some other fun things. Like you've got goats, you've got quails.
Dude, the quail are so noisy. Holy crap. Listen to them.
They are. Look, but you can even breed rabbits. I grabbed the rabbits just to see if I could breed them, and it totally worked.
Unsurprisingly.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was really fun. And, you know, the fact that you have the food storage, and if you don't seal it properly, you'll start having rats run around. That is hilarious. I absolutely love that. And,
yeah, what's up, Elf, by the way?
Hey there.
Solaris has a question. I tried doing charcoal pit 3 times. feel like the output was very bad. Like for 12 full piles of logs, I was like 8 charcoal was my worst, 22 was the best. Wait, I'm getting confused about how you're getting different values for that. I'm not sure. I can't think. Yeah.
And are you talking about like only 8 individual pieces of charcoal? How are you picking up the charcoal? Are you taking a shovel after it? Because you should get a lot more charcoal if you're doing like a full pit.
Were any blocks mud? That's a good question. Does the actual like quality of the bricks matter? Like, it's kind of interesting if that's true. But I mean, it's definitely pretty bad until you get coke oven. Coke oven, you get 1 for 1. So the sooner you can access coke oven, the better, for sure. Kat, by the way, I think this is very timely. Do you want to talk about the weather system for a bit? Because we have some lovely fog around here.
You know, not everyone enjoys the fog, and I don't like it in a lot of Minecraft packs, but I thought it was really lovely in this. I don't know. It just seemed really pretty. And especially on the server, like with Wolfpack right here, he's got such a great build. It's so fun, like seeing his build just like peek through the fog. It was really nice.
I like it. I wish you could see a little bit further, that's all. But what did you think of the overall weather system? Like, okay, like seasons. You know, how do you feel about seasons?
I'm about to go into that. Yeah. So I think if we were playing on a solo world and not a server, it would have been perfectly fine. But because we are on a server and it's constantly going, we had the really bad luck of it pretty much always being winter when we log in.
Yeah.
And that's miserable. Like when that's all you get to play on, really, it's just not enjoyable. It's really neat at first because you're like, oh, this is so cool. You know, they're actually putting seasons in, and you know, you've got seasonal trees. Like it was really neat. But oh my god, I hated the snow. Now they do give you some things, like you've got the canes that can help you like step up. And you know, I'm complaining about the snow and stepping, but I loved how the snow would like stack, so you could have like uneven piles of snow around. It was really cool. I really like the thought that they put into it. But because we're on server and it was always winter, it was just a little much. Now, the clothing mechanic that they've got, where you've got to worry about having the right kind of clothes on for the weather, I think was also like a really cool
I like that
mechanic that was added in. Again, not one that we've ever really played with before. We haven't had to worry about that before. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it, because on one hand, I think it is really cool, but on the other hand, it's quite punishing. So if you don't have the appropriate clothing on, you are going to suffer pretty bad. And I think that's one thing that really killed it for a lot of the people that started the run with us is, again, they would have to come in the middle of winter. And if you don't have crops planted guaranteed in spring and you don't have the right clothes, you're going to die a lot. And that makes for very unenjoyable gameplay on the server.
Yeah, definitely. So I think single player, definitely you're going to be able to deal with seasons a whole lot easier. Of course, you're also probably by yourself, you know, unless you've got like a server that you just play with other people and you just turn it off when you're not playing, which kind of makes sense. And yeah, no problem, Hilarious. And yeah, I mean, like, okay, we basically did settle right around spawn, and you know, people like Value in the chat are saying like it was too cold, and I do kind of agree. Like, and I think that in a future update, they should just make the spawn be like more of a medium climate. Like, you should spawn, the world's spawn by default should be in a place that's, you know, closer to an average or something like that. Maybe if we had been down here, like, I don't know how far we would have had to gone down. You know, we have the southeastern continent. This is where all the kaolin was, the kaolin clay.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be too warm. Also, that would have been inhospitable because the animals were kind of crazy over here.
Oh, they were insane.
We do have some things to say about that in a second. But like overall, I do kind of like the climate system. Like, I think it's super interesting. You work around it. Like, You know,
Mhm.
especially if you aren't on a server, it's going to be easier. I think it's well executed overall with maybe some tweaking is needed, but I wouldn't know what to say exactly about that. So overall, I
Yeah,
really like it.
it's like I kind of wish that if they didn't have you start out in a like beginner friendly kind of area, that they would give like some starter tips like right when you come in or something, or at the very beginning of the quest book to say, hey, things to keep in mind with where you settle, like be mindful of the seasons. Because like when we started, I had no idea there were seasons in this.
Do they do
We
that?
tried very hard to go in blind.
I mean, there's a lot of
Say
quests. I
what?
don't think we read all the quests. Maybe there are some quests that talk about that. We just missed them. That's possible.
I thought I checked out the like first like welcoming quest and didn't see anything talking about environment and weather stuff like that specific. Not in the very beginning. I know in like it would go into like clothing and stuff a little bit later. Like
and yes, you can find stuff like that in the field guide for sure. But I wouldn't expect people, especially with something this basic, this fundamental, you shouldn't rely on the player to be digging into the field guide to find that information.
Well,
it should be like front and center, like very obvious.
Especially like with us, we were talking about this before, like in every other pack we played, when you get handed a book, it's not relevant at all. This is the first pack I've played where a book is actually relevant. And I really love that. But because of that history, I have that mindset going into a pack of, the book's not even worth looking at because it's not going to have any accurate information. It wasn't until like one of the devs was in here and was like, look at the field guide. And I was like, oh, this actually does like tell you useful things.
And yeah, it looks like there is some stuff. It looks like there is some stuff on the left side, but I think it should be even more overt. Like, hey, you spawn like by default, every world spawn is always like in a slightly colder region. You should go south. It should say like literally something like that because it wasn't apparent to us at least.
I think that they should put like something up here, like at the very top of tips, that is like beginners tips or something like that, like something that will really catch your attention of, hey, read this spot before you do anything. Because that's also one thing, is the quest book is a little odd in my opinion with how it kind of seems to jump around a little bit. I kept getting lost on like, okay, where was this thing that I needed to work on? Where was this thing for food? Where was this thing for, whatever I was looking at? But I would get lost a good bit when I was looking at the quest.
I did as well, because there's like different information in different pages that's kind of relevant. I kind of like the way that GT&H does it sometimes, where like they'll have a quest in like Stone Age, for example, but it's also like duplicated in another section of the quest book. It's like they put it in two different places at one time to kind of make sure that you find
don't miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really like that they do that.
There's a lot of information. The quest book is jam packed with information. That in the field guide, it just feels a little scattered to me as a new player. I'm sure people who are experienced with it have no problem whatsoever. But as a new player, I did feel like Kat, I felt like I was getting a little lost in the quest page sometime. Overall, yeah. I mean, I gotta say, like, definitely a better quest book than your average pack. Definitely.
Oh, definitely. So. Like, you guys know I love all the mod packs, but I'm not a fan of the quest books. This was like so much better than those quest books, and I wasn't expecting this to be this good.
A seasonally unlocked quest.
I do think it needs to just be reworked just a little bit.
No quest book compares to GT&H. We are talking about the GOAT of quest books. It is true. True. And even it has
they
problems.
Put in so much work.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see the new like updated quest book, because I know they've been doing like a lot of new changes for that one with this new update.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Kat, we were talking about the Southern Continent a little bit. One of my favorite moments in our entire playthrough was when we got it wasn't a canoe, but it was like one tier higher of a boat. And we went all the way down. Yeah. And that did take a while, but you know what? For like a one-time journey, I thought it was quite fun. And then we came down here and we were on the hunt for the kaolin clay, and we were running into like black bears and crocodiles and all kinds of stuff. It like felt like an adventure.
Trying to avoid those animals was insane.
That was like peak Minecraft adventure mode. That was fantastic. And so I think the game does a really good job as far as like, you know, it like there was a level of immersion there for sure. I think the one thing, and this would be kind of evil, I guess, but I feel like I shouldn't have been able to see the animals on the radar. That would have made it all the more.
Are you one of those that doesn't want to see the mobs on the map either?
Kind of, yeah. And there might be a config for that, right?
See, I'm the complete opposite. It's like, please let me see the things on the map so I know what to avoid and where to avoid.
So it's like it's a matter of taste with that. But that was like some of the most fun I had in here, definitely. And you know, we were talking about the boat. The vehicle system overall is really, really good. Like where can I go in the quest page to find transportation, right? We made rowboat. That's what we used for sure. And then like people across the server have made all kinds of crazy like airplanes and you know,
yes.
Like I still, you know, we're in like this is as far as we've gotten, by the way, is like mid LV age, I want to say, something like that. We've got a couple of LV machines. We just got syngas, you know, we were getting somewhere with this. And I was still going on horseback, you know, going in between people's places and stuff like that. And then you've got things like this right here, the quadcopter, right? This stuff is freaking cool, man. Like I'm a big fan of this. And the fact that all of these transportation methods maintain relevancy long into the mod pack, I think is a really big deal. The biggest comparison that I'll make real quick is like think about the elytra in vanilla Minecraft and how easy that is to acquire, relatively speaking. And then you just got flight forever. You know, you just make fireworks, you got your elytra, and then every other form of transportation is just completely invalidated. You don't really have that happen in this mod pack. So,
you know, pointing out the quadrocopter though, I wish H would get this because there are some people that are into like building and they don't want to use world edit, but you have a hard time like getting around on really big builds. This you can build with, and this would help solve that issue. So that would just be like another winning piece for having something like this, just for people that enjoy building and don't want to use world edit.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, it's usually southeast. It's hilarious. World Tour is run over. The server's still going, and I'm not making the claim that Kat and I are never going to log on here again and do anything, but we are going to stop pushing it as much as we had every single week. We are going to move on to other things. So, and as you can tell by what we've said so far, like there's a lot of things that we do like about this pack, and like I definitely don't regret trying it, setting the server and everything. Like there have been a lot of community elements that were fun. You know what was actually like one of the most fun things as well with this mod pack and it being on a server was bartering. I can't tell you the number of times we like traded animals and items and all kinds of stuff. And I wish we had gone harder on this. Like I wish that Kat and I had done like a stall down here as well. But, you know, we were doing things like, you know, sticky resin for electron tubes and vacuum tubes, iron dust for them, you know, stuff like that. Which is really cool. Yeah, somebody else over here. I think it was, this is Blade. The Redstone shop. You know, stuff like that. Like, there were a lot of reasons. I think more than most Minecraft mod packs, there are more reasons to do trading in this pack with other people on a server than most other mod packs. And it's fantastic. So... And you enjoyed that as well, Kat.
Oh, I absolutely loved it. That's one thing that I love about servers is like setting up some kind of bartering system. And I don't know, it's just been fun because everyone plays so different and they all focus on different things. It's really, really cool. Like I can't believe how far Shusey and Turtle have gotten.
Oh yeah, we'll check out their place in a minute.
Yeah, Shusey and Turtle and Hattie and Value have like gone super speed.
Yeah. You can go really hard in this pack. And that's the other thing is like, and I think this is a good thing actually, is the fact that you were incentivized to make so many different passive setups for different things. So What's
Yeah.
next? So next is something that we're going to do on Thursday called Cozy Acres, where we're going to check out the daily together, the 2.9 daily. We're going to actually do a survival world, and we're going to try to do crops NH together as quickly as possible. And so we're going to make a farm, we're going to make a ranch. It's going to be a temporary thing that we do until we get to actual 2.9 release, and we do Gatagog. Yeah, exactly. So it'll be a nice like in between thing, and we do like plan to do other stuff interspersed into that as well. But
yeah. Now you guys are bringing up the harness on Double Helix. We didn't get that update until after the harness was even really relevant. So I haven't really had experience with the harness.
It's like MVH
but on
is the
Cozy
earliest
Acres,
you can get
we
it.
might. Well, I don't know if we'll make it to harness with Cozy Acres.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah. We're not going to try to rush, per usual, but we'll see what happens with that playthrough. And it's the kind of playthrough. It's like vanilla GTH playthrough that we can always come back to someday if we feel so inclined. But yeah, it's something that I think is highly relevant for our Gatagog run, which is learning crops NH, learning how that works, because it's going to be hugely integral to progression in GOG. And 2.9 that will break 2.8 bases, yes. So basically, like a lot of multi-blocks are changing their form. Now, will it break? No, but it is being deprecated and then taken out completely in 2.10. A lot of a wire mill, centrifuge multi. A lot of the GT++ multis are changing drastically.
But you'll probably have like a year before the next update, so you should have enough time to like change the multi to the new one.
It does seem like we're getting closer to like a major update once a year, or like once every 9 to 10 months or something. Yeah. You take factorial approach and build lines backwards to break it down easier. Yeah, you mean like well, I have to think about that for a second. When I think about a factorial approach, I immediately think of like the big bus, the big bus lane, right? Yeah, I have to think about that. So your 2.8 base will work in 2.9. Now there's a bunch of recipes that are changing as well, which is pretty much every major update. So if you have a bunch of recipes in 82, you might change some stuff, etc. Anyway, I'm trying to think like other things that we liked. Okay, I do want to talk about this, Cat. And this is very contentious. Some people are going to love it. Some people are going to hate it. The anvil system and the heat system, especially, which I think is unique to TerraFirmaGreg. That's what I've heard. The idea that, you need your tongs on your person and stuff heats up and cools down, stuff like that. Let me get a couple ingots like to show as an example. I had such a love-hate relationship with this system. I think overall, it does make the game better. I think it is better. It is something that is manageable. You just have to figure out ways to manage it, ways to cool things off, learn the heat point of things, learn how this anvil works. I will say this, not every single version of TerraFirmaCraft has these numbers on the anvil. I think every version should have the numbers. I think this is fantastic.
Yeah, the numbers really do help.
Yeah, because
and they do give you things to help with the heating. I know Solarius is talking about, I'm annoyed I keep dying standing in front of the forge even though I'm hydrated. You can get things like the leather apron.
Yep.
I think there's gloves that help too.
Leather gloves, yeah.
There's a couple things that help insulate and protect you from the heating mechanic.
It's very annoying, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad gameplay mechanic. And so I think that your annoyance will die down the more you learn to deal with the system. And I think it is better for it. I mean, TerraFirmaGreg is definitely going for like a lot of realistic elements, TerraFirmaCraft in general. And I think the heat system totally fits into that. So as far as like what they're trying to go for gameplay wise, I think they nail it with this. I really do. So yeah, you take
for
one
what
of
they're
these,
going for, I think they did nail it. But I'm on the side of I'm annoyed with it.
That's fair. It's not going to be for everybody.
It's definitely not for everybody.
But you get into a groove. Like I've gotten to the point with like small gears, I don't even have to think about it anymore. I don't have to do the math. You get into a certain groove with this the longer that you do it. And I think like on a if I ever played anything TerraFirmaCraft again, I think I would enjoy the anvil. And stuff like that quite a bit. So definitely a very like poor first impression. Very poor. Blue steel armor solved the heat issue. Oh, it like kind of like prevents you from heating up too much, you mean? I can
And
see
that makes sense.
Yeah, we never got to blue steel armor. We got to blue steel, of course, but just didn't make enough to do that.
Be a blade.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, it's going well. We're like kind of giving our review right now. Overall, we're gonna splice this up into a video on YouTube, hopefully. Yeah, hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good day today. So yeah, I mean, overall, like I like the anvil and heat system, and overall, I gotta say, I do like the whole tech progression in the first. Yes, I guess this is the first like third of the game, roughly. When you go from like the anvil stuff, and you go through like the different anvils, and the blast furnace, and wrought iron, the bloomery, all of that stuff. It was definitely challenging to figure these things out, but very rewarding at the same time. And I did like this method of progression. And then, honestly, the way it kind of seamlessly progresses from that to create machines, your first create machines. In fact, I can go over here real quick. And this is where we had our very first create machines. And Kat and I are not create aficionados. We were learning a whole lot about create in this playthrough. Yeah. The Helve Hammer, this was a really nice thing. Go ahead, Kat.
I was going to say, as I've said like several times, like I'm so proud of everything that you did with create. I think you did such a great job doing all this.
I was building off the back of Uyange, our the teammate. So
dude, he is so great at helping get things started. He helped me so much on FTV Skies too.
3 hours overtime already.
I think you did a much better job at you did a much better job building off of what he did than I did, I think.
Vin is such a yapper. We are yapping a lot because we're doing a review right now, but it's good to see you play. I'm sorry that it sounds like work is kind of screwed for you right now. I'm sorry to hear that. Hope that gets better. Yeah. What was I gonna say?
I love that there are like random spots that have been like.
Okay, listen, dudes. I'm not used to these like later vanilla mechanics, right clicking with an axe on this. Like, yeah, I'm still not used to. I don't think I did these. I don't know what happened with these, but anyway.
One thing that I really did like about this is all of the different like building blocks and the different textures. Like even they've got different kinds of bricks. The stone, I think, even has like different textures, like different kind of colors involved in them. And there's so many different types of wood that you can build with. Like it has a lot of potential, and I think that's really nice. I love that when you have access to all of these like kind of building materials, and then macaws is in this, and I absolutely love macaws.
Yeah, I love the roofing system overall. This is kind of nice to build with.
Yeah,
it felt really nice. So you've got like a lot of like early game, very easy accessible options in here, so you can make like a nice looking base, even though you're like very, very early with technology.
Yep.
But anyway, I was gonna say that with the progression for technology, getting back to that when you go from the anvil stuff and then you go to create, and then suddenly you start getting some create machines that kind of start replacing some functionality of what you were doing in the anvil before, like the belt grinder. I guess a good place to look at this is early automation. All these create machines down here that you start to get, after you get your first like vacuum tubes and vacuum chamber and stuff like that. And this starts to feel really good. The coiling machine for wires and coils and stuff like that. The saw for like getting rubber sheets, and curving press, which is like kind of like an extruder, I think. Yeah, a bunch of these feel really good, and it's a nice like the progression feels natural into the create stuff, and it just makes sense from like a realistic like survival kind of standpoint. And then the transition into Greg Tech, I mean, we've got like all these steam machines, and then we've got a couple of LV machines about to make a lot more, made our first syngas for power. But we're still using so many of the create machines. So it's not like you just ditch create entirely.
Yeah.
As you go further. So overall, I think that technological progression, like overall, does feel pretty good. There's definitely some downsides that we'll talk about in a minute, but like overall, I appreciated that. And it's probably, if I had to guess, this is just going off of vibes, but this feels like one of the better implementations of create into a mod pack in general. It doesn't feel just tacked on. It's highly integral to the experience, which is really nice. Okay, yes.
I would agree with that.
Do I need to do a retake on that? It feels highly integrated into the experience. It doesn't feel like just tacked on onto the mod pack. Create is awesome in this. So, yeah, we're trying to make a YouTube video out of this. That's how you feel, right? I'm sorry I'm sorry you're having a bad day, Blade. I really am. I'm trying to think anything else. Oh, I said this earlier, but I'll say it again. I've never been so happy in any Greg Tech mod pack ever to get a Steam Forge hammer. Being able to do the 3-to-2 ratio for plates was like one of the most exciting points in this entire playthrough. It was really, really funny. How that worked out. Forge hammer of all things, right? But it felt really good. Of course, eventually you get the rolling mill 1-to-1 plates, which is amazing.
That was so good. That really helped with expense so much.
Yeah, because we were like going through ingots like crazy until we got this thing. Because you need so many plates for so many different things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And dear God, a way to do it without an anvil.
Yeah, exactly.
That alone makes me happy.
Yeah, the more you graduated different parts from the anvil to using create machines, that definitely felt good as well. Now this kind of leads into one of the first of many criticisms that we have as well as just like, hey, this didn't vibe with us personally, but it's not necessarily bad about the mod pack. And that is like, if you play this, you got to be prepared for the level of micro crafting that is involved with this.
Yeah.
It is pretty crazy. I would say this mod pack desperately needs something like the NEI auto crafting that GTH has in it. I would be having a much better time. You do have recipe trees. You can use these. I think that's still what GTH has with the auto crafting is in NEI is much, much better than what we have with EMI here. It needs something like that because I just felt like everything was very fiddly. I felt like I was spending so much time like putting little parts here and there together with everything, which is probably the intention of the pack. It just felt like too much. Like if we could like decrease the amount of fiddly microcrafting by like 30%, I think I would have been happy. I think it would have vibed. What do you think, Kat?
I do agree. And I also agree with things that are being said in chat. Like T-search, God, I can't tell you how many times I wanted to do a T-search.
For anybody who does not know what that is, in GTH, you can basically like hover over an item, like a torch, for example. I can hit T on my keyboard, and it will immediately highlight every single chest nearby in like a 16-block radius that has those torches in it. For finding stuff, with the amount of items in TerraFirmaGreg, it needs T-search so badly. That would have increased quality of life massively. Yeah.
Because there are like an insane amount of like items in this because there's so many steps that you have to do to get anything. Like you usually need to find like something like really obscure. So it would help so much.
Mm-hmm.
Where did the floating head go?
Where did the floating head go? Chat, I have a very big criticism. I think this is my number one criticism. This is my number one criticism, and that is the support system. First of all, here's what ends up happening, okay? When you're mining, first of all, this somehow works. I don't think it works in its current implementation here right now, but the idea that you can kind of put these planks below the supports, kind of like, and it ends up being way more efficient to do it this way. It kind of destroys what they're going for with it. I don't know how they could fix that exactly from a development standpoint, but it is a little rough. I like thematically what the support system goes for, and maybe there is a way to kind of, fix it where it's an enjoyable system. Overall, I don't think I really enjoyed it that much, and it really put me off from mining, put me off from wanting to continue the mod pack. When I thought about the fact that, I've got to go mine some more, I didn't want to play anymore suddenly. It was that off-putting to me personally. So big shout out to like Mr. Nibbles and Uwe who did a whole lot of mining for us. Like maybe we would have quit earlier. I'm not quite sure. So they are MVPs of this run that we had by far. Now, here is another aspect of mining that, and Kat, you didn't do any mining, so I know you don't have a lot to say about it.
I did, thank you. Remember, Value came and helped me, and Mr.
Oh, you
Nibbles.
did come here one time. That is true. She did learn how to mine. My bad.
Value came and like gave me a very good lesson on how to set up the beams. Okay. Thank you, Value.
Okay. All right, my bad. Here's the number. Okay, number one change that needs to be made, and that I would make config-wise to any future run of this mod pack, let torches remain lit. Do not let them burn out. That is the single worst quality of life that this entire game has, in my opinion. Worse than any weather problems or climate problems. Worse than the T-search problem. Worse than anything else. We need these torches to stay lit. I get what they're going for realistically. I totally understand it. I think it's an absolutely horrible game mechanic. Because what happens is you light up a mine, you want to come back and you want to mine some more. Well, sorry, you're out of luck. Unless you have really good armor and weapons, you're probably going to die when you come down here, especially in the early game.
That also caused a lot of corpse runs.
It's not fun. It's just straight up not fun, like bottom line. And that is the ultimate thing you have to ask yourself, like, is this contributing to the experience or is it taking away from it? I think it is taking away from it, personally. I really do. Also, there is the other problem of like we built this house and didn't use it for the longest time because of that lighting mechanic as well, because you would walk in and you would just be in a dark house. And you can make like makeshift skylights kind of like this eventually. You can make glass skylights, you can kind of work around it, but it just made me not want to be inside the house that much without proper lighting. Now, go ahead.
The bright side is that even though the lights go out in here, for some reason, I guess because we had the skylights, even at night, nothing would spawn in here. And you know that there would be red X's and all kinds of nasties respawning in here in GT&H.
We might have just gotten lucky,
but that didn't happen in here.
Because I think it can happen theoretically. Here's the thing: we are well aware of the fact that you can like get creosote inside of lamps and have those burn for a while, and eventually you get liquid. We were very close to getting liquid glowstone and basically having like infinite lamp light. We were like right around the corner. We might even get that today before we quit. But I think that just comes way too late. Way too late for it to feel good. Forget the lighting system. That if I had to like offer a single, like if I was talking to the devs right now and I was like, they were like, what's the one thing you wish you could change in TFG? Let torches remain lit. I think it's just not good overall. And some people are going to disagree, and that's totally valid. Well, it was just a single thing that contributed to my dislike.
At least it is like a config change. So it is something that if you do feel adamantly about that, then you can do that. But as I was bringing up earlier, if they can put like a section like at the very top of the quest book that's like very beginner tips for first time players or something, that would be one thing that I would include in there is like, if you want torches on, do this config.
I just think
because it's something that people just don't know about.
And either let people know about it very, very clearly and right up front, or just change the default to something less hardcore. It doesn't need to be this hardcore. So, and we had honestly gotten too far in our playthrough to where I didn't want to just suddenly change it all of a sudden, like mid playthrough. But yeah, now just because something could be fixed in a config change chat does not mean that it's not worthy of criticism. That's the thing. I think it's still worthy of criticism. Just like I don't in GT&H, I don't like the fact that you can't repair the flight potion anymore. I think that's a mistake still. I think it should be changed by default and is worthy of criticism. But so anyway, that would probably have elevated my experience by like 20%. No lie, that one change though. And I think it might be off-putting to a lot of new people who don't, like you were saying, Kat, don't even know that you can make that change potentially. So they're just going to rage quit the game and just, be like, forget it. After their mine becomes dark and full of mobs, I imagine that has to have been a point of quitting for many people in the past. Just going off of vibes, but that's my guess.
Yeah, from what I gathered from people that were playing with us, like they would go into a mine, get attacked by mobs that had spawned in there, and they would have to spend like a good bit of time doing a corpse run back and forth to go get their stuff, die again, and then just keep going. And I would see that talked about quite a bit. So it is definitely like an issue.
Fire no tick to avoid that. I mean, we have fire tick off on the server, but that doesn't keep torches from burning out. I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about or not, or that. And yo, what's up, B-Dog? Yeah. Well, you could call this the finale, probably for our like major push through the pack. It doesn't mean we won't log in here again and at least look at other people's bases, maybe dabble with some stuff ourselves as well. We're kind of just like we're saying, hey, we're not doing it like 4 times a week anymore. That's kind of what this is. And overall, just wanting to give our thoughts and wanting to do like a little tour of people's bases, which we'll do after we're finished with this, basically.
And Celarius says, I like how in some packs they have chess chapter in the quest book that has some optional things you can click to turn on and off. They should do that with things like torches that stay lit. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Celarius is doing something just like that.
Yeah, that would be really good. I agree. Here's another thing. That these are going to be more like subjective things that, don't necessarily need to be changed overall. I just didn't like it personally. I made this whole tree farm yesterday, and I was super excited. And, we're like 200 hours into the game, and we're still having to deal with time left on a sapling before it grows, which ends up being over a month usually. I'm sorry, but there's a particular point in the game where this is just becomes old and just very annoying. Like, basically, I had to wait like so many in-game days before I could even see if my tree farm worked. And I ended up just logging out for the day, and then I come back the next day and tree farm isn't working. I have to diagnose it, figure out what's wrong. It's like, this is kind of a niche thing, but overall, like, there's certain things like this, like a sapling taking forever to grow, that I feel like, why are we doing this? Can we not just go back to like the way normal vanilla Minecraft works, where a sapling just can grow in any amount of time, that's kind of randomized? Like, I don't like this for trees, but this is a very tree specific thing, I think. Because I think for crops, I think it makes sense for the crops seasonally and all that.
Yes and no. Because again, it probably is not that big of a deal in a solo world, but on a server, like, we would have to like communicate with each other. Hey, is it spring on the server? And we had to know that spring was on, and we would hop on just to get plants planted, because it takes like up until fall for a lot of things to grow, and then you can harvest. If you do not get them planted in time, then you're cooked that year, and you're probably going to starve in winter. And that really was like a very anxiety-inducing experience on the server.
It's a long time before you get greenhouse as well, which does solve that problem.
Yeah.
But maybe there needs to be some kind of intermediary thing before the greenhouse even that kind of helps you, like, feel a little bit better about that. Or maybe there is something, we just didn't know it. We're not sure. But yeah, that felt weird. But I don't think that necessarily, like, I mean, I think the seasonal mechanic and the time it takes for crops to, I think that part is valid, because of the way food works in this game. Like, I think you would break a lot of things if you like change that system drastically. Would you really like change that much if you suddenly just let trees grow the old normal way? I don't think that would break anything. I think that would just feel better. I know what they're going for. I get it. I totally get it.
Okay.
We'll talk about the beneath in just a second, value. We'll talk about it in just a second. Cause go ahead, Kat.
I was going to say value is calling me out for my complaint with the food by saying food would have been solved if I would have just gone to the beneath and not been a coward. You guys know I'm a chicken. Not everyone likes to jump into those situations, especially not without like good gear and stuff.
Also, isn't the beneath meant to be like optional? Like, there should be an alternative method to doing that. I mean, I saying that it's just solved by going to the beneath and getting food, like, that sounds so unintuitive. Like, that doesn't even sound like that should be the case. It seems like
even seen what it's like in there. No,
gonna go. I was gonna go check in a second in creative, and we're gonna show it off on stream. We're not gonna experience it ourselves though. I'd get way too stressed out at this point. Y'all don't want to see me that stressed.
Like creative mode.
Y'all don't want to see me that stressed out today. But no, I don't think the solution just be, oh yeah, you could just go get tons of meat from the beneath and killing stuff, and there you go, problem solved. Like, that doesn't feel like what they're really even trying to go for in this game.
It's like, I don't feel like a ton of players our edgelords like Value. Like Value just like flings himself into danger. Like it's no big deal. But there are quite a few people that are like, oh, let me get some good gear and weapons before I go off to this thing. But Value was like, I think it was even the very first day, you were like, let's go to the Beneath. And like he was dying constantly to all kinds of things. And
I don't die
major
constant,
props.
and I don't die constantly like that in the GTH Nether. I even having not even looked at the Beneath and just watching everybody's experience in chat with the Beneath, there's no way that GTH Nether is more difficult. There's no way. Because there's mechanics and things that you can do to easily like avoid stuff in the GTH Nether. I mean, just get yourself some piston boots and a glider, and boom, you've like solved like 80% of the Nether's danger in GTH. Whereas you don't really have that here. So.
Oh.
100 blocks to a body with nothing. Well, you have to do that in GTH too, right? I don't know. I mean, you've experienced both, so I am like, I just it doesn't sound right, that comparison to GTH Nether. Anyway, could have geared up if I thought it was worth it. Well, anyway, yeah, I do want to.
Our dad. Sorry, what?
Go ahead.
I was going to see, our dad said, I got trapped in the Beneath because I couldn't get back to the ceiling. Got dropped about 80 or so blocks when I entered. That sucks. I'm so sorry.
You haven't even been in there, Vin. How can you? I mean, if sure Value. I've heard about people's experiences. I've seen a bunch of it in chat. I know the GTH Nether. I can say that I don't feel like that claim is right. It doesn't pass the smell test, in my opinion. But yeah, no, you're right. I haven't been to the Beneath, so I can't say this 100% certainty for sure.
Any
Kat,
suggestion for turbine material? Or what we use for turbines?
Ori Harukan. It's pretty good. Pretty easy to source as well. You could use like HSSE is okay. What else? I mean, if you want to go super hardcore, you could definitely like, look at some of the magic materials. Like, is Void Metal any good? I don't remember. I mean, I know that Icorium is really good, even after its nerf. I think Icorium's still pretty good. For middle of the road and easy to source, I think Ori Harukan is like a no-brainer. I'm trying to think
Shadow
anything
Metal
else.
was decent before Ori.
One other thing that I think I would change, Kat, is
What?
The tree taps. I don't like these being seasonal. It feels bad to put a tree tap here and be like, well, okay, you need to wait like another half year for it to finally start giving you latex or something like that. It's a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
A little weird. If I could change that, I definitely would. I mean, I'm sure it's config, but you know what I mean. Like, but that's really a small complaint. That's not the biggest deal in the world. That is, you can work around that for sure.
I didn't test this, but does anyone know if you could like trim down the tree to where you only have like a couple logs of it, or at least get rid of the leaves from it and it still work all right?
The fact that you don't really want to put two tree taps on one tree makes me think that the actual like log. Oh, you can trim it a little bit. Turtle says, okay,
Yeah. That's cool. Because that's one thing I wish you could do is just like, I like what Mr. Nibbles was doing, kind of like stacking them like this, just because I wanted them to be like neater and not so like such an overgrown.
Yeah. Oh, and Krajesnica, I'm so glad that video helped you out. That's awesome. Yeah, you got some good infrastructure built. First LSC, hell yeah.
Oh, interesting. If we would have settled further south, they would have produced all the time. So, but if that was the case, how about some of the other things? Because it seemed like when one would produce in season, some of the others wouldn't produce in that season. So it's like, would you just lose out on some of the other trees producing? Yeah, Douglas firs would be worse further south.
Anyway, chat, we were mentioning the beneath earlier, and yeah, I mean, honestly, I cannot say for sure. I just took issue with the fact of it being considered easier than, or like, yeah, easier than GTH Nether. Based on what I saw in chat, I don't think that checks out. But we can't say anything definitive about the beneath for sure. And honestly, I do want to kind of just go check it out in spectator mode or something, just to kind of peek around, look around. On stream in a little bit as soon as we're done here. But I mean, overall,
yep.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, value. You do have a point. There aren't infernal mobs, and that does make it slightly easier. But you guys were dying like crazy, so it still seemed like it was quite difficult.
And honestly, even though the mobs on the surface aren't that difficult. I mean, like the fact that like if you're not eating properly, you have fewer hearts, and then all it takes is like
one big thing.
And then all it takes is one skeleton javelin to basically incapacitate you for the most part.
Yeah.
Early game mobs are a freaking nightmare, actually.
Yeah, the heart system is pretty brutal, like especially starting out. Like if you don't have a good food solution and like getting a balanced diet, you're so easy to kill because you just don't have the hearts to help you.
GTH mobs in early game are easy to avoid. It's easy to get around and do what you need to do and avoid them at the same time. You know, you can get a bed in GTH first day. You know, you can make mobs despawn. You don't have to worry about you know, your mining cave being completely unlit and full of creatures that you can't defend yourself against in Stone Age, right? That is all those things that I just mentioned are problems in this game. So the idea that like, yeah, okay, yeah, GTH infernal mobs are harder, but the question isn't just like, are they more powerful or are they harder, but what can you do to get around them? And GTH offers you so many other ways to get around mobs and avoid them. I mentioned piston boots and glider in Nether. That allows you to avoid a vast majority of the Nether mobs. You're not getting something like as powerful as that in the beneath for sure. And then of course, you know, we mentioned the cave issue and all of that. I think mobs are, you know, I'm sure the more you learn in this pack and you get geared up, yeah, you can definitely deal with mobs easier for sure. And you know, they're not going to be as like, you know, BS as some infernal mobs in GTH can be. But again, it's not just about like a one-on-one, like how powerful they are. It's what can you do to get around these things that you have to consider. And you've got fewer tools at, you know, resources and TerraFirmaGreg, seemingly, as far as we can tell, to deal with it than you do in GTH. Stronger on average, nutrition buffs. That is true. Like you got way more hearts potentially. There's a lot that you got going on in GTH to help you deal with mobs. It's just if you're going into GTH completely blind, you probably just don't know about these things initially. So yeah,
exactly.
And that's what I'm saying is there could be some things in TFG we don't know about still. So I'm hedging a little bit on that because yeah, maybe there's like some crazy item or something I don't know about in TFG that could, you know, early game really help you out a ton. I just didn't hear about it. I don't know about it. That's all. Kat, do we want to summarize? Like overall, I'll just say real quick that overall TFG is not going to be a mod pack for everybody, but you could definitely say that about any mod pack. I think it's just even more true for this mod pack. It's like there are a lot of people that are not going to like this mod pack. That's the thing. But what it does overall, difficulty wise, for the people who do enjoy it, for the people who do want that kind of experience, it's probably one of the best. Yeah, I mean, that's my vibe is like overall, like this mod pack does the survival aspect of Minecraft in like a pretty well-rounded way. And in a way that people who are looking for that, I think are going to get a lot out of this and really enjoy. And if there's anything that you've seen that catches your eye with it, it's definitely worth a try. Just downloading it and playing a single player yourself, like trying it out, seeing if it's for you. Because I think it's hard to tell for sure if it's going to be for you until you like actually get in there and look at it. Some people will be able to tell just by looking at like, oh, I would absolutely hate that. I can't tolerate that. But if there's some
Yeah.
things on here that are like, oh, that looks pretty fun, I might want to try that. I definitely highly encourage you to give it a go. It's got nothing to lose except a little bit of time. What do you think?
Mr. Nibbles, I can confirm that if I had to make any of my own decisions about what to do in this pack, I would have noped out after like an hour. Having a team really helps this pack.
It does.
Yeah.
There's like I think the sweet spot would be a team playing together at like a particular like set time, kind of like a D&D session or something like that, and then turn off the server after that. Don't let the server run 24/7. Because teammates definitely do help a lot with this. But if it's a server running 24/7, then you got the issue with the seasons, things we mentioned earlier as well. So I think there's like a sweet spot in there somewhere.
But I mean, all in all, I really did enjoy this. I think it has a lot of charm to it.
Yes.
There are quite a few things that I think make this pack unique and really fun and cute, but there is a lot of tedium. So if you can like look past the tedium side of things, I think you could really enjoy this. Like some people really do enjoy like just kind of tedious, kind of no brain kind of activities. And I think this could be like that in some areas, where some other parts definitely you need your brain on, like trying to do an anvil.
Are you calling out?
I need my brain on to do the anvil.
Are you? Yeah, right. Exactly. Are you calling out Mr. Nibbles?
What was I calling him out for?
No brain activities.
No, I was thinking about myself.
Oh, really? No, it's funny because he came on here specifically in our team and was like, "What's a no-brain activity that I can do to help out with?" And by the way, we have been singing your praises.
Sorry, you go ahead.
We have been singing your praises, by the way, Mr. Nibbles. Thank you so much for all the help. That like you did make this like a much more enjoyable run for Kat and I. Thank you for being such an awesome teammate.
You really did.
Yeah. You like the no-brain activity?
Very
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you again.
I was picking on how I kept having brain frogs.
Yep. Dude, same here, totally. Kat, we need to go back to the TeamSpeak software tomorrow or next time.
Yeah,
this
I'm sorry.
This is not working out at all. I think we could both kind of feel it.
Like talking over each other.
It's been so bad, chat. Oh my gosh. I'm not triggered. We press on.
So speaking of like triggered, do you want to go? Well, I was gonna say, why don't we go tour bases and then we can go to the beneath, like go kidnap Value's beneath portal.
Yeah. Well, I just had like two other thoughts that I wanted to say before we cap this off. So overall, like okay, here's something that I like about GTH. We're gonna compare to GTH because that's what we do. But like I like the hunger system in GTH. A lot of people hate it. A lot of people get annoyed by it. I like it because there are ways to finally conquer it. And one of those ways is the healing axe. And so I'm the kind of gamer that actually likes kind of invalidating mechanics eventually by getting some certain tech of some kind. Whereas like...
And because you feel rewarded.
Yeah, I get like a really big dopamine hit when that happens. And in this, I think TFG offers that as well in some ways, but not as strongly as GTH does. There's nothing seemingly for a very long time like the healing axe in this game. And I kind of get why they're going for that, and I think that that's totally valid, and not even a criticism of the pack. It's just something that I personally don't like. I didn't get as many of those dopamine moments as I would have gotten in GTH. Like, oh, this thing is solved for me forever. Thank God. It didn't happen for me as much in this. There were definitely some times like Rolling Mill, and Forgehammer. Those were definitely big moments where I kind of got a little bit of that dopamine hit. But yeah, those moments just weren't as frequent. Like, still, there were so many things that like after 100, 200 hours, like they still felt like a slog. And it's like, should I really still be feeling this way about this certain thing after 200 hours? I don't know. It could be it's a little too much for me personally, I think, which is why like maybe I'm the kind of player that like TerraFirmaGreg just isn't for me. Maybe. You need ways to completely negate TFC after a while because you get sick of it. Exactly. Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm still dealing with this gameplay mechanic 200 hours later. Like, that shouldn't be the case. I think that shouldn't be the case. But
Empty, hey there, says, what's another way for food in GTH? Well, he's really talking about the healing axe. Like, that will like negate any hunger. You just hold it in your hand and it will refill your hunger haunches. So you don't ever have to eat after that again, which is really nice. Now, you still want to get food and eat all the different food types to increase your hearts. But there are other ways around that too. Like if you get into Thaumcraft, you can, make extra hearts and put them in your bauble slot.
plus, you could just get a bunch of like crops, and then by LV, you've got Crop Manager. You could just have a bunch of stuff auto harvested, and then you could just put it in like a little kitchen for cooking for Blockhead's kitchen. That's not even that hard to make in GTH, and then you've got so many foods, and that's solved. So I mean, like, you don't just need to negate hunger completely in GTH. You can also just have like 10 or so different meals just sitting around, and they're never going to expire either. So it's not like a difficult to conquer system. It's like, oh man, we're still having to deal with expiration of food 200 hours later. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of sick of that game mechanic at this point, but here we are, still having to deal with it, right? It's just a little too long in the tooth. Autocraft food with AE2, exactly. Yeah. And like HV, you can also get you can make canned food, just one type of canned food. You never have to worry about it again. Yeah. There's a lot of nice solutions in GTH. Here, it's like you've got solutions that feel okay. That works, but you're still having to think about it way later. It's like, I don't want to think about that anymore. When I've got I'm dealing with all these Create and GregTech machines now, I'm in a different mindset. I don't want to have to think about food exploration anymore. Please. But there are improvements. I'm not trying to say TFG doesn't offer improvements in these ways, just not that same level of dopamine that you might get somewhere else. And like I said before, chat, I think the biggest thing I have to praise about this mod pack is somebody who I don't have a ton of experience in Create, but everything I know about Create and other mod packs, because I've tried other mod packs off stream before we even started streaming that had Create in them and messed around with it a little bit, and it always kind of felt tacked on. And I'll make this point again. Create's implementation of this pack, very, very good. I understand how people feel about the stress unit implementation with Create specifically, and how there's a cap on it, and how that's kind of annoying. I kind of agree with that, but there's definitely ways around it as well. And you know what? I appreciate the fact that they're trying to do something different with Create with Create. It might not be everybody's cup of tea though, and there's probably some tweaks that need to be made to it still. It's still relatively new. It's only been out for maybe a year or something like that, right? Year and a half.
Yeah. And Mr. Nibbles, I'm with you. I actually really like the clutch system. Probably the thing that I don't like is having to guess the speed. Let's come over here and try and put 32 or 64 or 128. Let's just throw numbers at it and see what works.
You could put an individual rotational speed controller for an individual machine and have it set at that SU all the time. So that is workable. Even on the same machine, it will change based on recipe, won't it? I thought there was one we were working on in particular that needed one machine needed different speeds depending on what we wanted to do with it. Yeah, belt grinder. It was the belt grinder, yeah. So that is a little weird. I mean, I don't hate it necessarily. I mean, that's fine. But yeah, that was definitely a thing. Yeah, chat, sorry, we might not be able to get to all of your opinions. I know we had a lot of disagreements with things we were saying in chat overall. You're free to disagree. But those are our opinions, and I think I think all those opinions are valid, and you can agree, disagree. But that is everyone just enjoys games differently and plays games differently. Overall, that is our impression of TFG, and I would say our major push through this gameplay is probably done, but it doesn't mean we'll never come back here. And of course, we are going to tour other people's bases, including today. But yeah, we will come back here after today, for one reason or another. So, and the server goes on. Server still we got a lot of people on today. It's been good to see everybody on here today. Y'all keep doing your thing. We'll keep coming checking out your bases and everything. And yeah, I think after we do the tour, we might spend the rest of the stream just fiddling around, trying to make another GregTech machine or two. See what happens. That's why there's so many mod packs. Find the one you like. Yeah. And you kind of never know until you try it as well, whether you're gonna like it for sure. I didn't expect to love TFG, knowing what I knew about it, but damn, I wanted to try it. Right? It was so iconic in so many different ways. So I knew that I wanted to try it, and I'm glad we did. So
yeah, I had hardcore said I didn't want to play this. Like, because you talked to me about it for a while. I was like, no, this is not my cup of tea. I don't want to play this. And that was just based off what I heard from some people before. But once we got in and I was starting to play, I was enjoying it. The
community aspect was awesome.
Oh my God. No, I seriously love whenever we do any kind of community run because it's so much more enjoyable with everybody. Like, I really do love doing these with you guys. But it was overall a lot more enjoyable than I originally thought it was going to be.
Yeah. All right. Chat, we're going to piece that into some kind of review or something. We had a lot of thoughts. We actually ended up yapping a whole lot longer than I thought we would.
Right.
But I'm glad we did that. And it was interesting, like, seeing y'all's feedback as well. And people, it's a very polarizing mod pack. People are going to have like all kinds of different feelings about this one, which is understandable. But let's do a little base tour. Let's check out people's bases. You've always loved the view of Wolfpack's base across the pond. That's been
it's been so nice because it's so pretty, and I love that he actually took the time to do like nice pathing over here. He's a really good builder.
Mm-hmm.
His stuff is really cool.
Oh, Solarius, you fixed
really
it. Okay,
enjoyed
good.
Seeing all this.
Yeah, Solarius, I'm glad you fixed your problem with the charcoal pit. That's good. What up, Wolfpack? How's it going?
Yeah, because you found out that it was like there was mud around there, right, Solarius?
Dude, look at these stacks on stacks. Damn. He's got it going on. And then, bronze boiler. Nice. That's making a bunch of steam with charcoal and water. Okay.
So we get the steam presser.
How much steam per second does that make? A little bit of hoarding. Yeah. Yeah, very nice. Are you happy with your tree farm performance, by the way? Because I made one about this same size. Actually, I think ours is a little bit bigger. And I don't know if it's fast enough. Although you're just using it for the boiler, right? You're not doing like syngas yet, anyway. Cat, I think on in Cozy Acres. Chat, we're gonna head on down to Cozy Acres on Thursday. We're gonna start a new GTNH playthrough. It's gonna be amazing. Old Farmer Vin's gonna come back. And I think we should do like an animal pen in this kind of style that Wolfpack did. I like the open air, like, animal pen. I feel like
we have done one like this before. I think it was in Neo Tokyo. We did one like this.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. And yeah, it was kind of like this. I guess like closer to this though. I don't know. Yo, what's up, Eggsay? Eggsay's like new GTNH run. I'm familiar with that concept. Eggsay, how many different GTNH runs have you done before? But yeah, we're gonna do the
misery pits.
We're gonna do the 2.9 daily together, and we're gonna take a look at crops in H as early as possible. I was playing with it some on my MV Age survival playthrough last night. I was having a hell of a time. I meant to stream for 2 hours last night. I ended up streaming for like 4.5. So I think that says all. And I think if I love the crops, I think Kat's really gonna like the crops.
I cannot wait to get into crops.
I'm super excited.
I love all the work that they put into the new quest book page for the crops. I look forward to messing with that.
Yep, quest page is kind of goated, honestly. Like Wastakar. That was their name on YouTube anyway. But they did a fantastic job with it. Let's go.
I love the thought that when he was in chat last night, I came in and he was talking about the shape of it. He wanted you to start like down in the roots and grow with the page like a plant. So then you like work your way up. I thought that was so cute that you were like, that you actually put the thought into that. So like you're visually growing with the crops.
Dude, Yasky, you should totally play when 2.9 comes out. Yeah, so much stuff is changing, as you
Yeah.
know. Like it's exciting. Still trying to work out how to use it. I think you need, if you're doing the bloomery, I think you need this to be taller. Like I think you need like 4 more layers of these 4 blocks up. I don't know if it'll work if it's smaller than that. I'm not sure. I just know that that's how we were doing ours. You can always go look at ours. Ours is kind of like a quad shared one, but yeah.
Don't forget you'll need like ladder to get up there.
Yeah, it's a little awkward like that. Dude,
I like what you've been doing over here.
yeah,
This
I like the second story.
silty low mud brick is really nice.
It is. Yeah, I like that a lot. I mean, is it kind of like, I know in vanilla Minecraft they started doing like a mud brick of some kind. I think this is slightly different, but yeah. I haven't been over here in a while. King Kim's got a lot more going on than last time. Looking very nice.
I feel
It's
like
very spiffy.
this like place had a major glow up.
Yep, totally did.
Quickly.
Awesome, man. Let's go visit old Blade Master.
Blade Master.
Yeah. Downloading nightly right now to see what's what. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff, Yasky. I mean, there's the knack, there's the Exo Foundry, there's all of the multi-block structure changes to a lot of GT++ multis. There's the wall shareable coke ovens. There's the vending machine. There's lots of little quality of life. Can't even begin to think about how much there is. Dude, see, I love Blade's vehicle over here. It's a big airship.
Dude, you guys went hard on the blue ice.
Dude, that's crazy.
Has this helped a lot with the preservation of your food?
Yeah, does it like increase the more ice blocks you put, the more expiration, like the further the expiration date goes, maybe? Your daily porridge hand outside.
Dude, look at all that. That's a ton.
Dude, Blade is such a G. That's awesome.
I mean, so we had like 1 block of the blue ice and 2 packed ice, but it didn't seem like it really did enough to really help unless it was like right beside the ice.
We might have just needed way more. I am very curious about that. Yeah, the lunchbox. We were about to make the lunchbox as well. That does seem to help a lot. It doesn't do... Oh, okay. Blade says it's no good. Well, that's good to know. But yeah, isn't that airship insane, Cat?
Hey there. Yeah, I think this looks so cool. I absolutely love all the transportation options that are in this.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you can like have weapons on them as well.
Yeah.
You know, they've got these like kind of OP little pillager guys with these crazy bull type creatures. This would be great to go like to those areas and go just ham in the air so you don't take too much damage, hopefully. I love that you can do that.
Dude, Coke Oven's wall shareable is so nice feeling. Like, I mean, the area that you have for your wall shareable Coke Ovens in GTH 2.9, it looks so much better than the individual little, like, floating, 3x3 cubes. It was, I mean, plus it's so much easier. You have a hatch now that you can make for much cheaper than you used to with, like, conveyors and pumps and stuff like that. Yeah, it's so much nicer overall.
You've got Blade's already got vaults over here.
When I make a repair kit, do I put in kiln pit? Yeah, I think you do have to put it in the kiln pit at your technology level, Solarius. I don't think you can put it in the forge to harden. There's quite a few things that, like, if you look at it, repair kit, like if you look at like bronze repair kit, for example, if it says heating recipe, like fire pit, then that means that generally speaking, you cannot put that into the forge to then produce this. You have to do a pit kiln. When you get the steam furnace, that definitely helps a whole lot, but that's definitely a ways away.
Oh, this is very cool. So Blade.
Hold on. People are
working on.
People are saying that I'm wrong about that. I tried it so many times. I don't know why, but yeah, people are saying I'm wrong about that. Yeah, so maybe it is worth a try then, Solarius. Yeah, my bad. If I'm wrong about that, I definitely don't mean to put out false information. Yeah, you might want to listen to Wolfpack and Value on that one. But now I'm questioning my own. Like, what did I do wrong? Any heating should be doable in Forge. Okay. Sorry, Kat, I wanted to correct the record on that. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Blade, I think he is doing what I was wondering if you could do, which was work on 2 stories. So are you
Yeah.
going to have like one layer here for some and then have more planters up here on the second story?
It being a slab might be the key to making that work as well.
Maybe.
It's like not a full block. Yeah, because these all
But
look
it is
healthy,
high
even though
enough.
there's... These look healthy, even though there's all these slabs, you know, above them. So, seems like it works.
Because that was something that I wondered if you could do.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's kept me from trying it was wondering if you needed to have access to like visible sky blocks. But if these are growing just fine, then you should be able to do like a second layer up here. That's fantastic.
Heating a vessel full of something is not advised, which Vin did. Heating an item directly in the forge should work. I feel like I did it both ways, Value, and it didn't work without the vessel for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. I have to go back and look at a VOD or something. That would have saved me a whole lot. Dude, I mean, it's so much easier to do that. I wish I'd known that worked for sure. You'll let me know? Okay, sounds good. Chat, and that's why I'm not doing any TerraFirmaGreg tutorials. I only do tutorials for things if I have 1,000 hours or more in them.
If you feel confident in them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, even if I feel confident, sometimes, you know, you never know. Now, I feel like things have...
I'm pretty sure...
Go ahead.
Sorry, Jumper was asking about drawers causing lag in GTNH. I'm pretty sure I heard that was the case. If you have too many drawers, it can cause lag.
More specifically, trying to put a storage bus from AE2 onto several drawer controllers can, like, really screw your system up from, like, a responsiveness standpoint. Now, that used to be the case. I have not tried it in 2.8 since all the backbone changes to AE2, so it may work way better. You might have to test that out some, Jumper. Just be advised that could cause issues, potentially. Or at least it used to. Takes forever in vessel, throwing Kalen into them in the forge pit. Takes a godforsaken long time. Yep, knocks out so much in one go. Yeah. And it's definitely like, yeah, I agree. Kat, what I was going to say was, it seems like their base is like much more organized out here than before with all the creative stuff. It's looking good.
Gonna comment, I feel like things have moved around a little bit. It used to like all be clustered like right over here. It seems like there's still a little bit of a cluster. But it seems like some things have moved over here. They've added like some more deployer setups, more windmills. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I saw your tree farm Value. Yeah, I just didn't see it in action, but I mean, I didn't get to see it cut down a bunch of trees, but I saw it. Definitely more investment, but like, yeah, way better looking. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on with the powered rail. I'd have to like, I need to look at more create contraptions and tutorials for stuff like this in the future. Because Kat and I will undoubtedly play different mod packs that, have create in the future. In fact, all the mods tend to the sky. Does that have create in it, Kat?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I didn't get too far in the playthrough that I had. Because we got distracted with other stuff we were doing. That was like my free time, and I just don't have that much free time to play things.
I mean, Value.
But Solaria says, yeah, it does have create.
Yeah. Value, it literally is like it's like 3 times the investment of what I did. So compared to my setup, yes, it's more investment.
But this does look awesome, though.
It's really cool. Yeah. I love how fast it is, too.
Yeah, it is like super fast.
TFG's giving me the itch to have more vanilla create experience. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling as well, Conkers. Yeah. Like, if I could say, like, one of the best takeaways from TFG overall experience was definitely the communal aspect of it, huge. And then like I'm more intrigued by Create now. I don't hate Create. I mean, I don't think I hated it before, but I didn't really even know enough to have an opinion, honestly.
I think you were just intimidated by it.
Yeah.
Because it was so unfamiliar.
That's very fair, yeah. To your second to last comment, to values points, repair kits need 4-star yellow white. Charcoal pit can only reach yellow white too. Okay, so that's why those didn't work. I guess you just have to look at the heat on every single one of them. Yeah. Every single craft, see if it'll go up. If it will go up, to that point. I mean, I guess if you have a bellows, then that kind of solves everything, right? But you may not have a bellows yet. It's hilarious. Go ahead, Kat.
One really fun thing that I like that they have in here is when your player character drinks alcohol, it messes with your text. So like when you're trying to type up a message like Hattie did, it
oh wait, really?
completely jumbled up his message.
Dude, I didn't know that was a thing.
Funny.
I've seen some people do that in chat, but I didn't know that it was because of that mechanic. I thought they were just
it's because they had alcohol in the game.
That's so funny. I like that.
It is so funny.
You know what other game did that? World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft also did that. I always thought that was hilarious.
Oh,
yeah.
Me.
Kat, I got some good bottles of wine. Hell yeah.
Hey, we're gonna have a wine tasting party at Wolfpack's later.
As Create Mechanism the main focus of mods? I don't really what. There's parts of Mechanism that are okay, and then parts I don't like, and it's definitely like maybe even more than Create. I feel like Mechanism is oversaturated. Too many mod packs, but all the GT stuff is down here. Let me see.
There are more packs that focus on Create than having packs focus on Mechanism. Like
Mechanism has a longer
there are whole
history.
Packs that are like Create Above and Beyond and Create blah blah blah, where you don't really have like Mechanism as the sole focus. It's not the star.
Well, yeah, but that's because it's just in every mod pack, pretty much.
It is in a lot of them, but I finally took the time to sit down and play something with Mechanism in it, like by myself, and I did have a lot of fun like figuring it out, and especially after the double helix run and messing around with AE2 more, I found some fun ways to tweak it and mess with it with AE2.
Dude, look at all these.
I enjoyed it.
Look at all these breweries making syngas, Cat. They got like 8 breweries out here.
Where are you?
I'm outside. And then they basically got it piped underground and then going all the way to Greg Tech area. Down here underground. It's cool.
I've loved all of their uses of like the pipes and the tanks and stuff. Oh my God, this really goes down here.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a good point using, because we've got fire tick off, they are just like setting places on fire.
I didn't even think about that.
Help with their lighting.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and I was trying to think about how that would work earlier. I guess I was thinking in a non-fire tick off world. So yeah, that worked. That's nice.
It was really funny. I came down here to use one of his machines the other day and I saw all of these and I was like, why is there fire in the ground?
Oh,
well, I didn't understand.
Yeah,
but when he said it a minute ago, when we were talking about the mining thing, I was like, oh, that's what that's about. Okay, it makes sense.
There's a Create
big brain over here.
There's a Create mechanized. I had not heard of that.
I mean, interesting.
I think that I think Mechanism is pretty good, like your first or second time around. I have the same feelings about immersive engineering, where just like after a while, I just kind of get tired of it. Talking about Mechanism,
it does seem like it's in a lot of modern packs. I could see why you're like turned off by it because you run into it in like every modern pack you play.
Yeah, exactly. Talk about Mechanism starting to feel nostalgic again with Mind Factory Reloaded. I've never played that before. I've heard of that one though. Did not like immersive engineering. There's parts I do like about it and parts I don't. Yeah. It just depends. I mean, I'll forever be a fan of like the power cables, dangling up
the
around.
The aesthetic is cool.
Yeah, the aesthetic is awesome.
Now, I feel like I know the answer to this, But if you had to choose between mechanism and immersive engineering, which one would you choose to play with?
Mechanism and immersive engineering. Which one?
Yeah, like if you were trying to choose between mod packs and those were the two, which poison pill would you take?
I mean, sometimes, well, a lot of them have both, honestly.
Yeah, I know.
It kind of depends on the implementation partially, but probably mechanism over immersive engineering. Yeah.
Because it's like, I feel like when we first started playing together, you were really into immersive engineering and you thought it was really cool, but
it was new.
What was the mod pack we did not too recently? It wasn't Meatball Craft. It was
Divine Journey 2.
Yes, Divine Journey 2, and we were getting into immersive engineering, and you're like, I'm just not feeling immersive engineering anymore.
I don't want to play this pack anymore. Yeah.
That is when we quit.
we almost got over the hump, though. That was the thing. Like, you get over the immersive engineering hump, you start to get some basic, like, AE2 storage. We had just gotten to basic AE2 storage. And then I think the pack goes some really interesting places there. I've still got that world. We could still go back to that one day, possibly. You know, it's kind of awkward going back to a playthrough after that being gone for that long, but...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, possibly. I think I would rather play Meatball Craft before I went back to Divine Journey 2, though. Because I want to try that one day.
I would be down for checking that out sometime.
Yeah. Kat, should we go to somebody else's place? Probably we've been lollygagging.
Like Chusey and Lords.
Yeah.
We could follow the train track.
Yeah, exactly.
Which we're gonna have to come back and like when they build this, we have to like come check it out.
It was a lot of work already. I know. I hope it pays off.
It's very expensive.
Well, unless you have free iron, then you know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So I wonder, do they have I don't see the plane out. They had upgraded their plane. They've done so much over here. This place just looks so cool.
My favorite thing about the base is the inside of the I'm going to call it the barn factory. And because it's kind of shaped like that. And I love the two floors. Like I love the balcony up there that has more stuff. And then all the machines down here. And look at this. I haven't seen this since last time. They've got some chain conveyors going.
Since last time we saw it. The last time I saw this kind of setup was Uwe on FTB Skies too.
Yeah, you can send
some really cool stuff going.
You can send packages along this way. It's like a really good way of transporting items in general.
It is so cute.
Hey Conkers, yeah, we are kind of ending as far as like playing 3-4 times a week on stream. We are ending that. Doesn't mean that we're never coming back here. Doesn't mean that the server's going away or anything like that. And at the very least, we're going to be coming back and checking out people's progress. But yeah, just not as heavy-handed as it has been. Because I got burnt. I think I got burnt out even more than Kat did.
Conker's gonna show some stuff. He just says, "Be careful," because he doesn't want anything to get broken.
Oh, we're gonna look at some more secret setups.
Yep, secret stuff.
Oh, what the hell
yeah,
is
I'm trying
going
not
on?
to.
Get out Value and Hattie. Were they invading your space? Uh-oh.
Or are they trying to copy your homework? See, I see this and I don't even understand what I'm looking at, but it looks really cool. This is a broken down factory.
Dude, I feel like Italians can only dream of such spaghetti.
Right?
This is insane.
This is so crazy. I'm curious how you guys even get around down here for making mechanical steel saws. Wow.
That's very specific. What do you need so many saws for? A tree farm.
That's what I want to know. Look at the recipe for the mechanical steel saws.
Okay.
Is this it?
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Steel mechanical saw?
The maceration. Okay, well what are you saying? Like, are you basically are you duping more items? Is that what's happening here? Are we
I wouldn't
duping?
doubt it.
Y'all are shameless. No, never,
Dude.
Okay, more power to you, I guess. As a server administrator, I don't, at this point in the server's lifespan, I don't really care. I would have like
Dream.
apparently with mod packs that I don't know much about. Next time we have a community server, I am going to have a no duping rule of any kind.
What?
Huh? Why?
Hey.
Because it's not. Huh? Go ahead.
I said, if it is possible, then it should be allowed. I like finding those kind of broken things. They're not easy to find, but when you find them, it's like so rewarding and you feel like, haha, yes, I found this little cheat and it makes me happy. Like, I love those little things. He totally doesn't agree with me.
Well, I haven't even gotten to say like why I don't like it yet.
Yes. See, I would get along with Duct very well with that.
I don't mind like creative use of game mechanics to a degree, but when it comes to like, hey, I'm gonna make this thing with 3 iron and I get 5 back, like that to me, like especially if we're trying to do like a barter economy or something like that, which we didn't like do a crazy amount of that, so in this case it's like honestly fine, but that I it's just maybe that's me being, I mean, I'd have to think about it more. Like that was just my initial kind of off the hip reaction. Like maybe it's not as big of a deal on a community server as I think. My feeling is like it's highly against like what the devs had intended. Like, if the devs could like pull a lever right away and make this not a thing anymore, it wouldn't be a thing. In which case, like, I don't know. Like there's like clever use of game mechanics. To me, duping is its own separate category completely. And I guess you know what? I think it depends on the amount of work that you have to put into a system to dupe something. And when you think about a system like this that they created, that was a lot of work, that was a lot of materials that went into doing said duping, in which case I'm kind of more like sympathetic to that and more like amenable to that to some degree. I think maybe like the worst cases, chat, and you all could probably agree with this, are when it's like a very, very simple little thing that you could set up to like just have infinite of something, right? That sucks. That shouldn't be allowed ever, really. With something like this, I can kind of like understand nugget duping for the win. You know what? Like it's you have to put some resources into that though. It's not duping technically in the same way we're talking about duping right now. Go ahead, Kat.
It's not everyone is going to know about these little ways to dupe things, but when you stumble upon something that allows you to dupe and actually like really profit off of it, that is such a good feeling. And you're like, this is a great way that I can get this or get all these extra little resources. I love that feeling. Like being able to find those. It's like finding an Easter egg and you get rewarded with like the goodies inside. It makes it so much more enjoyable. I think it would be wrong to like remove that kind of stuff because there are players that do look for those things. Not everyone wants to play like that, and they don't have to look for those things and they don't have to use those mechanics. But for those that are like me that enjoy finding those things, devs should leave that stuff in.
Yeah, you and I are just going to disagree on this. XA says devs made it even easier. Did they do something in 2.9 that made nugget duping easier? Either way, that's definitely something that we're going to have to not just look at, but probably literally do in GOG. So that's something that I was going to take a look at in my solo world as well at the time. By the way, I love the smokestacks here. They're just for looks, but yeah, that's really cool. Yeah,
y'all done such a great job of getting everything look cool. Taps. I like even at their use of the water wheels right here.
Yeah,
it's just aesthetic, but it looks really cool.
Well, I don't think it is just aesthetic. I think they actually work.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not sure how.
Yeah, I
like,
don't understand how either, but yeah, they are starting to move. I didn't see them moving outside.
there's some clever placement of water. That's making those work right now. That's cool.
I mean, when I look at bases like, you know, Value and Hattie, and especially this base, I'm just like blown away by the big brain that it takes to get things working and moving like this. I mean, I'm mega impressed by what everyone's been doing.
This is Shusi and Turtles. And by
Yeah.
the way, chat, like if you're playing your own single player world, I couldn't care less what you do, duping wise, whatever. You know, hey, you have fun. You know, I'm not judging that at all. It is in the context of a community server that I was speaking. But yeah, this base is awesome. I don't think who was it that was over here? Oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank right now. Oh, I've totally forgotten.
Is this
It was
Conkers?
over here. No. Oh, wait, was this y'all's old base? Wait, really? Oh, okay.
Oh no, there was someone else over here though too.
Yeah, okay,
Wasn't
I was
there?
gonna say, yeah,
The
not
third
that,
person?
no. Gosh, I can't remember right now.
Yeah, I'm blank. I
On the tip of my tongue.
see them, but I can't remember their name right now. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Shroobles. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. I love that they were going with this like kind of Asian vibe over here. And they even did the onsen, which I thought was
That was cool.
perfect.
Oh yeah, dude, look at everything out here. I didn't notice all of that with the hot spring. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun. You were a bit north of there, never got past iron. Where? All right. Oh, up here? I forget your username in the game, Ardath. Was this you? This is you. Okay. I remember coming up here before. Ooh, I like this little like downslope to a little basement like forge area. This has vibes.
Oh, that is nice. Yeah.
Little building here.
I like this little spot in the wall right there. See, another part I love about the community runs, you get to see everyone's like different building styles.
Mm-hmm. Yo, by the way, Jarl, congrats on early Ivy. Oh, an early congrats, I guess. That's awesome.
Where did this go?
More
like a very
pathing.
long path.
I appreciate the fact that everybody works so hard on like paths to like different bases and stuff like that. Let's go around. That always, yeah, I love the world feeling connected like that.
Kraylin is on. Do we want to go check out Kraylin's?
Yeah. Kraylin was smart and went down south some.
Yeah. He's worked on his greenhouse now. Oh, what are these? Pickleweed? Pickerelweed.
That's a nice big greenhouse.
Oh, wow. Those are big trees.
Holy crap. What the
What?
Somebody's got ingots. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at all the wrought iron.
He's done a lot to like grind out materials. Like it seems like he focuses on like one thing to grind out a lot of that thing, and then he moves on to another thing. It's awesome.
Mad respect. Also the quail room.
You found the quails.
I found the quail room, yes.
Dude, look at all the animals. He has been so good on animals.
You know, I thought
Now,
that
why
living
do you
next to a
have-
swamp would be kind of nasty. But actually, it's like really nice aesthetically over here.
Yeah, this swamp is actually pretty.
Yeah. I like it.
Now, I have to ask, why do you have water in here with the pigs?
That help with
Does
like
that do anything?
familiarity or something? Get him familiar with taking a bath?
Get him familiar with taking a bath.
I don't know.
This is awesome. The only thing I'd worry about would be crocodiles, but I don't think he's got crocodile issues over here.
Oh. Kraylin's got like
Okay.
a lot of LV machines and stuff.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, it's like a separate little building over here. Nice. What are you using for power? Steam. Okay. Oh gosh,
Oh,
are you not having cable loss issues over here? No, maybe not. Cool. And then steam. Oh, you got a steam boiler or something over here. Yeah. Nice. End up cheating in a healing ice with the logic of this mechanic will become redundant when I want to see. You want to see the rest of the pack has to store. Yeah. For like your own solo playthrough, I always support decisions like that. You know, if you feel like it's going to make a more enjoyable experience for you personally, like, dude, have at it. Whatever it takes. You know, of course, I'm speaking outside of like what makes for a valid Stargate run as far as the GTH Discord goes, all that stuff. You know, that's kind of like,
Yeah, right.
yeah, that's a different story if we're talking
Can't do
about
Nomsy.
that. But GTH
But if you
power,
don't care about Stargate roll and you just want to play for your own enjoyment, then
Yeah.
do what you need to do to enjoy it.
GTH
is what you're
power
basically
is
saying, right?
running off of Railcraft boiler and a dream. I mean, honestly, like most of my power in my solo playthrough, like LVH, entirely powered by Railcraft boilers, they're still really good. I don't know if they're ever going to get like replaced with something Greg techy or what the plan is with that, because I know they're trying to like phase out Railcraft and stuff like that, but who knows?
Yep. And I agree, value in Nomsy.
Yeah, exactly.
I think cheating for personal enjoyment is fine. It becomes a problem when you try to boast about the achievement to others. Yeah.
Then you're just kind of being dishonest to a certain degree. Yeah. That's why if I ever tell anybody that I've gotten Stargate, I always like feel like I need to add the stipulation with Twit Space, you know, because it is different. Yeah, things like that.
Yeah, it is different, but it was still a lot to get there.
Yeah, it's
still quite
still
a journey.
I'm not really hedging so much. It's just like clarifying, and you know, yeah, it's still an insane accomplishment that we worked our asses off for. Needless to say. Anybody else? I think that's everybody.
But this is looking nice, Kraylin. You did a good job. Wow, I just noticed this though. He's got a huge assembler set up.
That is a big one.
Do you see that?
Yeah, we never
one.
did any. I don't know what you do those for, because I never felt the need to do that. But maybe I overlooked something. Sometimes I've read range, but nothing run breaking. Stack of sand I was missing. Hey, yeah, you play the way you want to play. For me,
And
that's
not
like a really difficult. Like, if I do that, like I'm speaking from like, you know, like maybe like a mod pack run that I might have done a long time ago. Like, and I learned this about myself. If I ever started cheating in like a stack of sand, then I start feeling like, well, I could cheat this other thing in, and then I can cheat this thing in. And I think probably a lot of people are, yeah, I think a lot of people are wired that way. If it works for you, more power to you. But like for me, that is definitely a very dangerous slippery slope. And then suddenly you're just like playing a completely different way than you initially, you know, were going to on the outset. And yeah, that could be rough.
Conker's said we should visit his. So I'm over at Conker's right now. That's awesome. You've got the greenhouse going. Although, don't you have to put the climate station like in the center?
Where is the climate? Oh, it's up there. Maybe not.
They seem to be working fine.
Yeah.
Mine didn't seem to want to work unless it was in the center, and I thought other people had said that as well. So just keep that in mind in case you have problems. Depends on the size. Okay.
GTH Community Server where you race against each other to finish quests. First person to complete the quest gets the best reward. The other get lower reward. Now, see what's going to happen, Magisker, is one person's going to get all the good rewards. It'll like end up snowballing. That's like, you know, that's like, I don't know. That's like late stage
on a run like that.
It's like late stage capitalism. It's like the winners win even more and more and more and more and snowball out of control. That wasn't political, was
That's
it?
hilarious.
No, that wasn't.
But this is looking nice. And I saw Wolfpack had a bunch of the solar drying mats. Wolfpack, you can just like, as long as they're covered, like in a room or something, then you don't have to get the solar ones. Solar ones are kind of expensive.
Got quite a bit of create stuff out here. Nice.
Wow, look at all that cast iron. That's nice.
Big steam what do you call it? The tank. Nice.
I mean, you say that you don't have a lot of advanced stuff going on, but
Well, you really
I think
do.
you're doing pretty good.
Like, you're actually not too far in technology from us, honestly.
I think you're doing a great job.
Working on tier 8 Eye of Harmony. Yo, nice.
Heck
That's
yeah.
huge, Nomsy. Yeah, you're almost past the Eye of Harmony hell. It sounds like. Or you kind of already are in a way. That's really good.
All right, and then I think we've got Anada was online.
Oh yeah. Way up north, right?
Dreamer, I think, is where Anada is.
Did I go to the right place?
Is this right? Maybe not. Huh.
Maybe not. I mean, maybe they're just getting started. Like, some plans are going on here, though.
I do love like the terrain generation stuff, and it's supposed to change with the most recent update, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, in .12. It's a little mine down there. No,
really?
There's not much to see. Yeah.
Oh,
as far as that goes. Yeah. Original concept of Ross Run Adidia wanted to use rates even way back then. I can kind of understand why Adidia would, after having done Twist Run for over a year.
Look at Anada go. Dude, are there crocodiles over here?
Wait, really? No, those are just fish, right?
Those are just fish.
Yeah. I was going to say, this far up north?
Yeah, that's why I was so surprised. I was just used to seeing the water move like that with the crocodiles before.
That'd be like seeing crocodiles along the Mississippi River in Missouri or something. Be weird. I think that's...
Oh, yeah, don't forget Lagarthan also.
Where?
Is Lagarthan down this way? Yeah, teleport here. Oh, okay. I love that. It's got the morning glory glowing on the side of it.
That looks really good. Yeah.
Oh, this nice pathing. I love that like Lagarthan and Wolfpack are using like a very light pathing around their base. It looks really nice.
Never saw crocs in that river. Yeah. You shouldn't. EWH in 30 days, been 10 days of 2 people doing EWH progression relatively fast. Yeah, if you're really efficient about it, it's not the worst thing ever. It's just suddenly your progression is just, you have to just accept that it's very stalled for that time period.
Ooh. Ooh. This looks very nice.
Yeah, I like the house interior a lot.
Yeah, all the materials you use.
The little staircases.
It's very, very pretty. And yeah, when you use the like roads, it does give you a major speed boost. I think they were saying if you use a mattock as well instead of like a shovel to make the pathing, the mattock will give an extra boost to speed.
We really should have done the roads because we saw Wolfpack do them pretty early on. And I never looked at what it took to do them. Like marble brick, base course. Crushed base course. Yeah, see, I've never looked at these recipes before. So it's like gravel and rock. Okay, yeah, that's actually not that bad. That's actually really cheap. Yeah, we should have done that. Oh well.
Oh, yeah, major props. I love how this place looks. And then he's got more of a path that goes. Wow, where does this all go?
Placing them is an issue? How is placing them an issue? Curious. That's a lot of path. Oh, wow, dude. I love the path.
Yeah, this goes far.
This is fun. I go to like the Eastern Shore or something?
Yeah. I'm going to follow it.
Holy crap.
Where does it go?
Oh, I know where we are. Yeah. That just meets up with like the northern north to south path eventually.
Oh, is this meeting up with the main path?
Yeah. There you go. Yep.
Oh, dude.
Right?
And that's pretty cool.
Cool. Oh, versus left clicking with a shovel. I mean, or right clicking with a shovel. Yeah, no, I hear that. I hear that. But it does look nicer. I think it's worth it. All right. Yeah, I think we got everybody, right?
Random fire? Interesting. Yeah, I think we have seen everybody.
Cart and horse to autoplace. That's pretty cool. That's actually really nice.
I will miss this place. We will have to come back every now and then.
Yeah, exactly. Miss it, but you know, we can go back anytime.
But you know what else I've really missed?
Double Helix? I don't know.
GTNH in general.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely feel that. See, I've gotten to visit it. You know, I've got my solo world that I've been doing stuff in every now and then, but
you've been able to scratch that itch.
And that
I got Nuke says, what's next for playthroughs? We're gonna be doing what are we calling it? The Cozy Acres? Cozy Acres?
Cozy Acres, that's right.
So it's gonna be GTNH the nightly?
Daily.
A daily, okay. Yeah, I don't even know, guys.
There's
I was asking what we're doing.
Nightly is like, I think, the old terminology. Now it's daily. And then there's the experimentals, which I don't even know if they're doing experimentals anymore at this point. But those are the ones that are like much more.
Sorry, they put a hold on any more changes now, haven't they?
Correct. You hate GT6. Interesting.
Yeah, a 2.9 playthrough until the 2.9 actually releases, and then we'll do the Gatagog.
Yep.
Like, because Gatagog is going to be so different from like a normal run, we don't think it's going to be like, oh, we're going to do the same thing all over again, because it's going to be very different from a normal early game kind of playthrough.
Yep, exactly. Cat, what do we want to do? I mean, we never did figure out like how to get the syngas out of here. I really want to do that.
Well,
we've spent so much.
I thought you were talking about making like a little tank, because I was going to make one of those big bronze tanks, and you said to do something else.
Well, no, yeah, I'm just going to make a steel drum. We don't need like the crazy capacity of a. We don't need the crazy capacity of a bronze tank. And the steel drum is like relatively cheap. The question is, I don't even know how to get it from the top of this thing to the steel drum. That's the big question. And like, do we literally need a pump in order to make that work? Like, I don't know. It feels like there should be like another way to do that. For it to auto output. If anybody knows like how this is supposed to like, it feels like it should auto output into something. Now I put a fluid pipe up there earlier. It did not do anything.
Do you put the drum like up here?
I don't know. Because I don't know
with the arrows, it kind of seems like it's going to push into something. That would be my thoughts.
Well, then it should have been able to put... I don't think it's going to push into the steel drum, which is a GregTech thing, if it's not going to push into a fluid pipe, which is a GregTech thing. You can right-click the basin with the drum or barrel. So we need to right-click down here. See, I was trying to like put a fluid pipe down here as well, next to the basin, for some kind of auto output, and that wasn't working either. And yo, Llama Boy, thank you for the hydrate. I've not been doing that.
I have been hydrating to the point that I need to now step away to use the bathroom.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, well,
I'll be back in a minute.
While you're away, I will work.
Do you need anything while...
No, I'm good, thank you.
I'm so sorry. We keep having this delay issue.
Oh, we're fixing this as soon as stream's over. 100%. Is anything else on right now? I don't think it is. Okay. What all do we need for this thing? Steel drum. And yeah, I mean, I guess we could just, you know, like you're saying, Kraylin, do it manually right now. Like, that would work for today. I was just trying to figure out how to fully automate this thing. We need long steel rod. Okay, we need 4 plates. And then we need 4 rods. Can I have both of these going at the same time? Probably not. Unless I lower the speed. Will that work? Is this still high speed? No, it's medium speed. Okay, yeah, that doesn't work. Gotta keep it at 128. Okay, there's our 4 steel plates. Turn this off, turn on the belt grinder, get 2 more in there, get some rods. All right. Let me go ahead and get the forge going, because that is still how we're welding. And we do have that create welder thing. I just didn't feel like upending that setup over there. Probably should have at this point, though. But it's okay. Using help from runic spells to manage to get Pelican working. Yo, dude, nice. Don't know what was up yesterday. Maybe you just needed you know, a fresh approach, a fresh day. Sometimes can kind of make all the difference played. I'm glad you got it working. I know you spent a hell of a lot of time trying to figure that out. Yeah, congratulations. What are your intentions, Blade? Are you gonna like? So you're starting your own TFG server? You got play with some other people? Like start a whole brand new run there? Like what's the play? And honestly, it's gonna be nice. Like hopefully you'll be able to use that server setup for future GTH stuff and you know all kinds of things, other games as well. Pelican is awesome. Ton of servers, not just TFG, whatever I feel like playing. Yep. It's a good like foundation for a lot of that stuff. That's awesome. I don't know why I heated those up, chat. I did not need to do that. That's okay. There's our 4 rods. I do need to heat these up though. Yeah, let me just get 2 of those out of here. I guess I could make some gears while I'm here. Yeah. Let's do that real quick. Might as well. There we go. We'll do 1 more. Dude, extruder makes these so much easier to get, I'm sure. Alright. Throw the rest of these out of here. Get our welding on. Oops. These probably aren't going to weld. No, they're not. Gotta heat them back up. Yellow, white. Yeah, you have very little time to complete that weld. Here we go. And a hammer. Easy enough. Pelican gonna be perfect for that. Yeah, I don't, like... I've only ever run modded Minecraft off of my Pelican server. I definitely have wanted to do other stuff in the future. I just don't know what. I assume Pelican would be really good for like running like a Rust server of some kind or something. That's one thing I've been wanting to check out one day. What other stuff are you planning to run, Blade, do you think? Yeah, 140 plus Steam egg server egg. Yeah, and I mean, people have made a bunch of other custom eggs even beyond that as well. It's a lot of support. I mean, I think most pterodactyl eggs you can use in Pelican as well. All right, let's put those away. Let's make our steel drum. Boom. Beautiful. Okay. And this probably isn't going to work, but, you know. Just wanted to try anyway. So fluid output, is fluid output always down on this thing? Is there no way to change that? So I know that screwdriver will change whether auto output is active or not. Yeah, modern works different. Yeah. You mean shift right click with the wrench? I was doing that before. That doesn't seem to do anything. There's these. Hold on. Will drain fluid. The downward adjacent tanks will not drain fluid. Okay, so that's just like on and off for the down. Yeah, so just normal right-click screwdriver does that. Shift right-click screwdriver does not do anything. Although, hold on, maybe my tongs are screwing things up. Let's see. Yeah, these might just be meant to only go down. Interesting. I mean, we could definitely work around that, but that's just interesting to me. Oh my gosh. Freaking steel drum. Got stuck in there. Okay. Yeah, we might just have to make a pump. I really didn't want to do that, but yeah, maybe. We could make like a, you know, create pump. Steel mechanical pump. It's not that bad. Yeah, I don't see another way. Super tanks? Well, don't they use 4 LV circuits? Yeah. Yeah, we've talked about this before. Like, we can't even remotely afford that shit right now. Try connecting a creative. No, I used a GregTech pipe Wolfpack, but I didn't use a create pipe. Maybe. I'll try that. Did I click on the wrong thing? Oh. Okay, vacuum tubes. Oh, chat. No, I've been looking from left to right. I didn't even look at this super tank far on the right here. Okay, I did not realize. Okay, yeah. Yeah, my bad. A lot of rubber, but yeah. No, that's pretty nice. Super chest the same. Well, that changes everything, potentially. Also, doesn't look like that's gonna work. Or it's not auto outputting to that. It's not auto outputting to that either, unless there's like some way to wrench creative pipes. That's cool, by the way. Glass fluid pipe. I like that. Yeah, weird naming scheme. I mean, y'all can understand why I totally overlooked that, right? Yeah. You know what? Let me ponder the vacuum chamber. Maybe it says something about this here. 2 operating modes, right? Yeah, we know about that. We've lost many an item to having it the wrong way. Blaze burner. Yep. Pump for create pipes. Yeah. And that's definitely what I was looking at. I didn't want to have to do that, but yeah. Some recipes. Output fluids. Wait. Go back. Some recipes. Output fluids that appear inside the compressor block. Right. Where's our current? To drain fluids, you must use a mechanical pump. Yeah. Alright. That pretty much tells it all. Alright. We can do that. That is fine. I think we have some... I don't really have many steel screws. Can't do this, though. Oh, we've got some steel bolts right here. Oh, perfect. We need medium speed. I have to take this down to 64. Medium, there we go. Okay. Oh, there is a quest. Yep. You're right, there's a quest. Let's see. Steel cogwheel. Oh, it's good that I just made a couple of these. Perfect. Yeah, old Unc Vin is not going to be... It's not going to see every single quest. It's just... It's going to happen. So you could say it's my own fault, for sure. I had to spend a lot of time with things to become an expert at them, chat. You know? Doesn't, like real talk for a second, like, me from like 10 or 15 years ago would probably be feeling the same way that Value's feeling right now, watching this. Just like, why didn't you see that quest? Don't you didn't you read everything? Didn't you understand everything? Like, I probably would have, like, noticed all these things. My past self is looking at me now being like, dude, well, why are you so incompetent? Like, what are you doing? That's why I've had to play a lot of GTH before I even felt like remotely qualified to make tutorials. Hell of a lot of GTH. And I'm kind of glad we're going back, kind of to my happy place with that to a degree, It's going to feel good. I don't know everything with GTH, but it'll feel good going back to something that I know my way around. You knew it despite how terrible NEI ordering. Yeah, dude. That's not the first time that NEI ordering has gotten me. Various different ways. It can definitely happen. Okay, where did all the combs go? They were here. Oh, yep. Right in front of my face. You met Value on a TFC server? Nice. Well, y'all are in your happy place right now. That's awesome. There we go. And then we still have to power this thing. I'll have to figure that out in a second. Hello. Yeah. Hold on, chat, give me 1 second. I gotta pull something up here. Kat was like, do you want to just move over to TeamSpeak? And I was like, yeah, I kind of do. I kind of do. Let me disconnect that call real quick. Yeah, we have a lot less latency on TeamSpeak. Plus, Discord's something with the settings, or I don't know what it is, but like her voice on Discord, like, is doing some weird thing where, like, I feel like she can't always hear me, or I can't always hear her. Like, it's doing some weird stuff. Hello. How's it going?
It's doing good. Hopefully, this will be better. I know this was really aggravating you before, that we kept like talking over each other.
Aggravating? What makes you think that it was aggravating me?
Well, There's just so much latency, so we'd end up like interrupting each other a lot.
Yes. That certainly was a thing. And it, like I had like, you know, as far as like I think I think it's wrong to say being mad, but I'm just gonna say being mad for lack of a better term. I had nothing, or I had like nobody to be mad at either. It was just like, this is the situation. This is where we're at. You know, Cat is going to step over me constantly, or I'm sure I stepped over you as well, but like she's gonna step over me constantly, and there's nothing I can do about it. And it is what it is. It's not her fault. It's not anybody's fault. It's actually my fault for even trying to fix the problem and make it worse in the first place.
Yeah, I know Blade asked before, like, why did we choose to go to Discord over TeamSpeak after so long?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember why we decided to try it.
Because there's this weird glitch with TeamSpeak that, like every now and then, like every couple streams, it would have this weird, like crazy, like super loud noise they would make. And I always felt bad because like I always felt just like rip headphone users, you know, for that randomly happening. That was pretty much the only reason, because like almost every other aspect of TeamSpeak has been great. I mean, I guess if we're like ever on a call in Discord with other people, which we have been in the past, then we have to do some weird audio routing and like change, like it's super awkward then. So
yeah.
I think I do it like this, right, chat?
What have I missed?
No, so we need the mechanical pump. That's what I figured out in order to get the syngas out. It was this section, the very beginning of this ponder section. And I think they put the pump on the side because you need the top still. Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. So basically, Kat, we just need to get a cog over here somehow.
Okay.
About to make another cog. Do you have any steel shafts?
No, I think I put them all into the create chest over here.
Okay.
No.
No.
Oh, no. I do have some on me. They're in my inventory.
Aha.
I lied.
Aha. Okay. So we can actually rotate this. Oh, this is actually going to work great. We can actually rotate this gearbox, I think. Right? No.
Oh, there. Oh,
Can't we?
You had it for a second.
I think I need to be like in a certain position. Screw it. I'm going in create mode. I don't even care anymore. There we go.
There it is.
Yeah. I knew I had to be up there to fix it. Yeah. Okay, so this will pump now. Perfect. And so now we can I just put the steel drum right here, I think?
Nothing's going in.
There was like a bunch of SID gas in the vacuum chamber that I don't see anymore. Do we need like one GregTech fluid pipe maybe? That might be it. Let me put this here.
Oh, Paxis, I think you voided it.
I might have. Okay. Let's do this. And yeah, I'm just gonna put the... No, actually, because I would rather it just go straight to the steel drum, and then we do a fluid pipe 1 out, and then we can have a bunch of, like, you know, gas turbines along at this Y level. That'd actually be perfect. And so all we need to do now, unfortunately, we're still, like, manually adding charcoal like this, but...
Why is it still manual? Like, I thought it was going in automatically.
It's not. We would need to... I guess we could have the tin pipe, like one more tin pipe below this, like right there, and then just have that also going into the blaze burner.
Oh,
right?
Gotcha.
I think that would work. Do we have tin pipe by chance?
I don't know. I'm trying to look.
Okay. Hey, look, syngas. There it is. Nice. Okay, and then I can take the screwdriver.
Hey,
backpack crafting upgrades are a thing. Yeah, you know, I never really looked at the sophisticated backpacks upgrades. I should have looked at that. Cobalt and lead poisoning is a lethal combo.
Yeah.
He brought a little celebration. Oh, dude,
Oh, looky there.
Wolfpack has
Wine
been wanting us to,
glasses too.
and Wolfpack has been wanting us to play this for so long. So you know what? I totally get where you're coming from. Thank you for the suggestion, Wolfpack. Thank you for always, I don't know, that you did a lot for us on this run as well, like helping us out. Thank you so much. How do you? How do you? How
do you do? Right click with a knife to pop the cork.
Oh shit. Okay. Right click, like in my offhand, or do I need to put it on the ground and then right click with the knife?
Aged for 8 years.
I know. I was just looking at that.
Been working on that.
In the inventory.
Hover the knife over the bottle. Doesn't seem to be doing anything though. Maybe it needs to be like.
Oh, I think you shift right click when you hover over it.
Oh, it's open now.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. And then
now, how do we put it in the glass?
This is so complicated. Offhand. Maybe you like shift right click it onto the bottle. No. You didn't think this part through. Oh no. No, there's got to be a way. Wait, put that in the ground? No, there's no way. Put the bottle in your offhand. Shift right click. Crafting grid. That's true.
I tried the crafting grid already. I didn't see it. Maybe it's very particular about where. No.
Wine glass. Now there's no uses. Okay. No.
Pouring the wine is its own sobriety test.
Okay. Hey, there we go. Get yourself some from the barrel.
Hey.
Fresh from the barrel. That's right.
There it is.
Nice. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Yo, what's up, Fallon? Done with this world. This server will live on, and we will be visiting. But no longer are we doing like 4 streams a week from TFG. So. But yeah.
That is awesome. Thank you very much, Wolfpack.
Yeah, dude, that was awesome. Anyone who's still allied with Coke Coalition, open the door. Coke Coalition.
Can you refill that?
Oh, dude, I'm drinking some more. Also, yeah,
it's empty now once you put it in there, so I'm wondering if you can refill it. Conquer says, what's next? Going straight to Gatagog or something else? We are going to play with the 2.9 daily, just vanilla, so we can relearn early game just a little bit, play with some of the new stuff that we're going to see in early game, and kind of prepare ourselves for Gatagog when it comes out.
And what's it called, Kat? Say it with the right accent.
I can't ever do it on demand.
Come on. No, you got it. It's in you.
Cozy Acres.
That's pretty good. I like that. As a good first try.
I do my best to not do Southern accents.
It's going to be called Cozy Acres, chat, and it's all about farming. We're going to be looking at crops NH. It's going to be amazing. Other stuff, of course, but, big emphasis on the farming, which you can access pretty early. It's going to be like a good test of what it's going to be like in Gatagog to some extent as far as the crops go, because we're going to try to look at it from like, okay, hey, we just were able to make iron tool or like some kind of metal tools for the first time, which is the first time you can ever make the crop sticks in GOG. And so, we won't have like some of the things that are useful are like the watering can. So we won't even have that because you need steel for it. Other things like that. And then, we'll just continue the run as far as we want to before Gatagog. It can always be something we can return to as well. It's just a nice little vanilla Teenage world to, cozy up in a little bit. It should be good. Spring training. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, that's good. Stuck in my old group space. Uh-oh. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Not sure. Oh, cat's getting the tin pipe up. Yep. So that should always go into the blaze burner now. Now, I mean, I guess there are potential problems with this. Like, actually, is that even working though?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm surprised that it's not working. Oh, you can't open the door. Oh, that's bad. That's not good.
Yeah, it went out.
I mean, there's got to be charcoal in this pipe. Got plenty of charcoal. I mean, we could always do something, Cat, where we just like throw a hopper on it and then we just put a stack of charcoal in there, you know. Call it a day or something.
Discovered the floor was lava.
Oh, no.
I mean, could we
Wolfpack and chat. I don't think the works the burner doesn't technically have an inventory. Wow, I can't speak. I love that. I'm telling you, like, it takes me back to World of Warcraft early days. Oh my god, Cat.
some good stuff?
Fish.
That is so funny.
You shed it. Dude, that was only 2 glasses. Damn.
That is wild.
My character's a lightweight.
So someone suggested, hey, we got glasses, so we still have some wine. Come help yourself.
Yeah, true.
I think someone suggested deployer over here for this, but what if we had like
Yeah.
it feed into a chest which fed into a hopper, like, and then the hopper fed into that.
Or just a hopper. Can we make a hopper real quick? Is that
I think
those
we
are
can.
just wrought iron plates in a chest. Cat, you want to give me a chest? I'll get some iron plates real quick.
Wood over here.
There should be some lumber in there somewhere.
I've got a chest.
You got it? Okay.
Right behind you.
Thank you. And then, so can you get rid of the tin pipe you put there?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I need hammer and wrench. Let me put the screwdriver away. And hopper. And yeah, so theoretically, what I'm thinking is that you could just...
Oops. I was trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, there it goes. Yeah. But it still doesn't go into the blaze burner. That's crazy.
Huh.
It is connected. Yeah, that just doesn't work. Wow. Yeah,
I
you
mean,
probably do have to do deployer, don't you?
Yeah, because maybe it needs that like
Yeah.
touch activation.
Well, we can... Oh, dude, you can just like... Look at that. You can like void charcoal into the blaze burner. It doesn't go past 500 seconds. You just like waste a bunch of charcoal that way.
Oh, that's not cool.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Good to know. Okay. I mean, this is making some syngas though. This is awesome. Got like 1600 here. And then, make it slow too. Can you slow down the... Well, I guess you would do it with like rotational speed, right? Dude,
Turtle actually lol. it's drunk text.
Catchily. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Cat, the next time you ever actually me, I'm gonna call it catchily me. Wait, that's...
I think that is
works.
the most fitting thing ever.
Ever. Yes. There we go. Okay, we got syngas in the fluid pipe. So now, Cat, We just need to make a gas turbine. Do we have any LV circuits? I don't know if we do. Like a gas turbine. No, we need two LV circuits. And then 2 LV motors. I don't think we have enough rubber sheets. I think I need to go make some more rubber.
Yeah.
Right. It's the final stretch, chat. We're gonna make this happen. In the meantime, Kat, I guess do you want to like look at the gas turbine generator recipe and like maybe start getting some other stuff for it?
Gas.
And I'll work on getting some rubber. I gotta take latex, which the latex has been doing great, by the way, chat. Yeah, we set this up at the end of last stream. I've got like almost 1 million latex in here now. Freaking awesome. Can I?
What is the song?
I don't know. I just listen. I just got it on like a jazz fusion playlist. Okay. Oh, I had some latex in here as well. Okay. Well, whatever. Oh, don't I need like vulcanized latex? Is it sulfur powder? Yeah, sulfur powder. Okay. I gotta get that real quick. Yeah, let's make like a stack. Sulfurized power, which we can do in here. Turn off the health hammer. Oh, we got like a stack of steel in here as well, Kat. That's nice.
Very nice.
And do I have to? Oh yeah, I do have to turn this down to 32. That's right. Still using that old basic millstone, chat. One of those things we just haven't upgraded. Can't drink while I'm working. Lol.
Drink responsibly, guys.
Could do with a little snack. Starving. I love this is kind of fun trying to decipher what people are saying. Carrie Z got more want some?
It's what, 2? Can I get that back?
Wow, that was a good one. I had no idea what that said. Good job. All right, there we go.
And that I was imprisoned by my own box. That is some skill. How did that happen? Oh, dude, there was a hopper in here. Or did you just put this one in here?
I put that in there. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, there we go, chat. Get some vulcanized latex, and then we put this inside of the like crafting vacuum pressurizer thing that we have, and then we'll get a bunch of what is it? The raw rubber pulp. Yeah. One of the things that I wanted to make after we had gotten this was in LV age. You get fluid solidifier plus chemical reactor, and then you're able to get like 3 times the amount of rubber per raw rubber pulp, which is pretty huge when you've kind of seen like how much trouble we have to go through to get rubber right now. So pretty good. But this vulcanized doesn't actually take that long. Appropriate background music while I just finished my HSSG coils. Nice. That's a huge achievement. Now you can Ori Haricon. Yep. Oh my god, everybody's drunk.
Everyone's just having a good time trying to celebrate today.
Well, and the best news of all is that the TFG server lives on, even without us. So
that is true.
And like we've said, I'll keep emphasizing this. Well, we're definitely gonna come back and check. Like probably Monday for sure. We'll come back and see what everybody's up to.
Because I know, I'm really curious to see how crazy things are gonna get.
I want to see somebody go to the moon.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Yeah, this is actually pretty quick.
It seemed like someone was speaking in Spanish for a second. It's like pirate speech.
True. I don't know any Spanish.
See. I have forgotten a lot of Spanish. I took Spanish for 4 years.
Damn.
And then I took French for a year.
And we always say you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect example of that. I know uno, dos, tres, cuatros. That's about it. Still on? Yeah. Oh, I forgot to put powder. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I could put all these barrels in my sophisticated backpacks. Actually kind of OP in this. I was surprised at how good it ended up being. I would have thought there would be way more restrictions. Not that I want there to be. But yeah, you could just put all these barrels in here. It's nice.
Hey there, Torton. How you doing?
Hello. It's going well. We just got our first syngas for GregTech LV gas turbines. So we're actually working on making the turbine itself right now to actually use the power.
I'm out, Greg. Pleased to meet you.
Hey there, Conjures. Thank you so much for that.
Dude, thank you so much for the 3 months.
Yeah, thank you. Everyone on the server has gotten drunk.
Dude, I love it.
It's so fun that they added this text thing, but it gives you really good buffs.
Yeah, anybody else want some red wine? Mighty fine. Dude, did this already?
Oh wait, do I need to do this?
There we go. Yeah, the vacuum chamber is very slow. I almost feel like graduating to the LV brewery, or not even graduating, but just skipping straight to the LV brewery might be the play. In retrospect. I didn't expect it to be this slow. I mean, it's doing work, but yeah. What's the drunk buffs? I don't know if there's any buffs for it. Are there?
Yeah, it gives you 2 buffs. One of them is
Oh, really?
speed, like haste.
Oh. Dude, 10 is the worst.
I hate it. And it melts so easy too.
Yep, exactly.
So I'm trying to be really careful with it.
Yep. What I'm trying to say is I've been there many times, so I feel your pain right now.
Yeah, I was so great at completely melting it. That's the 10 rods are my least favorite to have to try and heat up.
Haste strength, rum is speed, vodka gives. Oh yeah, I remember people talking about some of these. Yeah. Beer is absorption. Interesting. You absorb things with your beer belly?
With your beer belly.
Is that how that works?
Oh. Oh yeah.
Oh, region too. Fun. Red rum. What?
I was like,
What? You definitely absorb calories. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, I started trying to get back on a good diet a couple days ago, chat, and I'm like, oh gosh, I still have like 7 IPAs in the refrigerator that nobody's gonna drink.
nope.
What a waste. Maybe I can fit them in at some point.
From our karaoke stream, we got some like drinks for that, and I haven't touched them ever since.
Yeah. Well, you've also been getting on some medicine.
Yeah.
That, probably wouldn't mix
I'm
well.
very, very careful about mixing medicine with
Smart.
alcohol. I'm sick enough without those complications.
Yeah. All right, we're getting some raw rubber pulp. I think it's like 27 raw rubber pulp to get a block of rubber that you then cut into 9 sheets. Yeah. Non-alcoholic. I've never really had non-alcoholic beer. I don't know what that's like. Well, I guess I've had like a ginger beer before. It's decent.
I've only done like non-alcoholic strawberry daiquiris and stuff like that. Those are so good.
I can get behind that. Cooper nickel coil recipe. The Cooper nickel wire, blue steel foil. By the way, that's like, so 16 times 2, that's like 32 blue steel. Okay. Liquid tin alloy, iron and tin. Okay. Yeah, what is this? Resin bonded magnesia refractory brick. Okay. Magnesia, refractory clay, graphite powder. Oh, graphite. Isn't graphite like a pain in the butt to find? Or this. Oh yeah, you probably would use this. Yeah, that's kind of... that's kind of annoying. That's like more annoying than GTNH, for sure. "4K assembly frames and casing." What the heck are you up to, Torton? Okay, I think we got our 27 now. Perfect.
Fubar is Hattie. Good to know.
Nine sulfur. Pop that in the steam alloy smelter. All right. Yeah, we're getting 9 more rubber sheets. Something.
Cool. Are you done with this now? It just has the 4 raw rubber pulp in
Okay,
it.
then yes. There we go.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yep. Sam Adams. I used to drink Sam Adams a whole lot. I haven't in a long time, though. We have a local brewery called Good People. I like that one a lot. I've been liking, there's a particular IPA called Voodoo Ranger. Very flavorful. Kat, I think you even liked 1 or 2 of them. There's like a juicy one.
A couple of them were pretty good.
Yeah.
I think Tosh even said that he liked Voodoo Ranger.
Mhm.
Was that right? You guys were talking about that? I remember you were talking about it with somebody.
You're from Boston. Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So which part of this are you working on right now, Kat? The tin rotors?
The motors, yeah.
Motors or the rotors?
Motor,
Oh, okay.
like a motorboat.
Okay. Thank you.
I've already got the rotors.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
I've got the tin cable. So I was working on the motors.
Okay. I guess we already had enough sheets for the tin cables at least.
Yeah. I might be able to go ahead and make the machine hull too.
Okay. That's like 2 more tin cable. It's 9 steel plate, 2 red steel. I actually don't even know how we're doing on red steel. Oh, we got 10. Okay.
Plate.
I am your steel
We
rods
have
are
red
done.
steel.
Yes. Turning on the saw real quick to... Okay, there we go. That's done. More rubber sheets. Nice. Okay, that feels better.
Did you turn your machine off?
Yes, I did.
Sweet, thank you.
So I've got to work on 2 LV circuits right now.
Fun.
Yes. So, okay, vacuum tubes. I actually don't even know if we have any vacuum tubes right now. In fact, I'm pretty sure we don't. Yeah, we are out of luck. When it comes to that, let's see. I'm gonna need 4 vacuum tubes, steel bolts. Which we have 4 of those. Okay. And then not 8 copper wire. We do have that. And then glass tubes. I think we have some glass tubes, right? Oh, we have vacuum tube. Oh, we already have 4. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Saved. Well, I mean, you know what's funny is we're gonna have this gas turbine and then no machine to put on it. I mean, I guess we
Yep.
could. I guess we could put these machines on it, but I was determined to use that syngas. It's the principle of the thing at this point, chat. I need. Let's see. 4 resistors. Oh yeah, the resistors were like charcoal dust. See that I need the T shortcut so badly right now.
Yep.
Fine wire, paper. I don't know about paper, dude. Oh, we do have a lot of paper. Oh, we're good. We're good.
All right. Polarizer.
Sticky resin, we're good. We have Mr. Nibbles to thank for that one.
Yep.
And charcoal. Okay, we got all of that. Okay, resistors, got them. Oh, turns out we do need 2 electron tubes. We have. Barely. And then glue, and then steel plate. Okay.
Yep. Just let me know when you're done with those, and
Oh, you got everything else?
yeah, I got everything else.
Oh, okay. Oh, I do need the resin printed circuit board. Oh gosh. Okay. That is right. I have to do all of this. Oh god. Okay. Board. Do I have any circuit boards of any kind? I think the answer is no. Okay. I think I have to compress this chipboard. Yes. Okay. Pop that in the compressor. Means we'll get some of these that we can use with sticky resin to make resin circuit board. Then I have to put that together with copper wire, wire cutters, and screwdriver. Yeah, we do have both of those. Grab that real quick. Chad, this is what I was talking about with some of the microcrafty stuff, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And trust me, like there are setups we could do to make this more streamlined. For sure. To a degree. To a degree though. It's a lot. It's just a little too much for my taste, I think. That's all. 8 of that. There's 4 resin circuit boards. Perfect.
I do just miss the Greg, but watch it. We'll come on Thursday and we'll get a blood moon on the first night and I will be cursing Greg.
Dude, if that actually happens first night, chat, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh real hard. By the way, that is definitely gonna be happening on Thursday. So we don't normally stream on Wednesdays, but Thursday we'll be starting that world together. That'll be fun. It'll be like very like I don't know, almost like some old school vibes for us to a degree,
I mean, it's been a while since we've done the beginning of GTH.
Over a year, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this should work. Turn this on. Oh, nope. Everything's all stopped up. Why?
Oh.
Huh?
Everything got a little mad over here.
Yes. I'm trying to figure out why right now.
Do we need to add a clutch?
We might.
That goes over here.
We might. I think I can also just turn down the RPM and it'll work. Yeah, so it'd be a little slower, but that works for right now. Yeah. It'll get the job done.
Mr. Nibbles. I love that you just did that.
Oh my god, why is it backwards? Did I just totally screw this up somehow? Hold on. I just need one steel shaft. There we go.
Yay, no more work today.
Nice.
That's awesome. I quit. I'll be back tomorrow.
Why?
2 resin circuit boards? They're in the wooden crate.
The deployers aren't working right now. I'm trying to figure out why.
Are they turned on?
Yeah, the little thing is literally going on them.
They're rotated.
They're rotated the correct way. Oh, it's not recognizing the recipe because I have to do one more step. I forgot.
Oh.
Yeah. No, everything's working fine. It's just I forgot. We need all the copper wire. Yeah. Let me just take like 16 copper ingot. Let's just make a bunch of wire with the oil thing. Coiling machine.
Oh, looky.
Yeah, there we go. Huh?
We grew a tree.
Oh my god. A freaked up miracle.
I can't believe we actually built one. Well, I said built one, but we actually grew one.
Built one. Yeah, we built it by hand. Did it work? Did it?
Dude, brain frogs. It worked.
Yay. Is stuff filtering in the steel crate correctly?
Yep.
Can you write? Oh yeah. Hickory log. Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
So that's the mess we're making on the floor, but
yeah.
Sorry, by we I mean me.
I mean, I would think if you do this kind of setup, you'd have like TPS issues with, a bunch of stuff just sitting out in the world.
It probably is. In fact, I should just turn that off.
Well, I think Value said he set up like fire. Yeah,
since we don't have fire tick on, if we just place a fire down there, it should just burn forever, right? We should do that. You want to?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Thank you. Okay. Now I have to do the thing here.
Yeah, another tree. Look, we're so like easily amused by this, I guess. Like, ooh, tree has grown.
Wow,
Because it's just they take so long to grow. It's a miracle.
exactly.
Am I doing this right? I don't remember. Oh, it's sticks that you need, not charcoal. What a dingus. Okay. I don't have any more sticks on me. Oh, the campfire will burn out. Dang, that is so true.
Right. So just can't you just set a block on fire with a starter, fire starter?
Yeah, but my fire starter's dead. I have to go get some sticks.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get the flint and steel. That works.
Nibbles, he has joined the game.
Hello. Come get some wine.
Yeah, enjoy your time off work now.
All right, Chad, here we go. Thank you for doing that, Kat. I don't want to cause TPS issues for other people.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think about.
Things are happening.
Yeah.
There you go, Kat. 2 LV circuits.
Woohoo! All right, let's go do this thing.
Yeah. Oh, be sure to take off your winter wear, Mr. Nipples. It's like
Oh yeah,
peak
you
summertime
will
right
have a
now.
really bad time.
Yeah.
All right, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Oh, look at that. Basic gas turbine generator. So I was thinking about just putting them like, I guess we would want this pipe one back or something. And then you would just have like the gas turbine, I guess, right here. So we would normally just have the pipe behind it. Or you could have it underneath even. But I guess this is fine. So then we would have, and that's kind of how we're doing it over here anyway.
Dude, we have power. Like
We have power.
real power.
Real power.
Not
I mean,
steam power, but real
well,
power.
Right, yeah, that steam power is not real. It's fake. So, yeah. And then the idea, like I was saying before, was definitely to get like chemical reactor and fluid solidifier next. But that's more LV circuits, and that's like, I don't know.
We don't have time to make those.
We don't have time to make that. Here, we'll just do this. There. Polarizer. Boom. Look at that.
Oh my wow.
Amazing. And that's our pinnacle achievement, getting a renewable gas online for power. It's like we made benzene, basically, Kat.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
Dude, look at the broken texture on this.
wait, really? Oh, that's super weird. Yeah. I cannot unsee that now. Thanks for pointing that out.
You're welcome. And this is why. I'm pretty sure it's why. Is because they're filled up. So it's not forming.
Well, no, it says structure formed.
And these are
Yeah.
formed.
It's just weird.
I didn't remember it being like that. Maybe it's because of those hatches.
The wall shared coke ovens and hatches in GTNH 2.9 don't have that issue. They're
Oh, that's good.
yeah. So that'd be good. When ignoring in-game, there's always something to do while you wait for a long craft. Yeah, no, GTNH is perfect for that.
Mhm.
You can always just be multitasking, doing something else. I feel like I'd have to think about this statement for a little bit, but my initial reaction is that when I think about this mod pack with that philosophy, I don't feel like I can do that here nearly as much. I always feel like the one thing that I'm working on is the one thing I'm doing. I mean, I guess you can like put some stuff in a rolling mill and wait for plates, but that doesn't really take that long. Like everything you're doing overall in this kind of feels on demand to some degree. I mean, I guess when you're setting up crops, I don't know, like everything feels just, there's a lot of tasks, but everything feels active. It's like, I don't feel like I'm doing something while I'm waiting on something else to happen. I guess there are some instances of that, I suppose, like the barrel recipes when you're like waiting on stuff, food prep, and yeah, there are some things. It doesn't quite have the same vibe as GTH does in that respect. GTH is huge for that. It's like, oh, this thing that has a huge processing time. Well, I can go work on something else while that's processing. So making iron while doing anything, well, that, yeah, that is true. 250 ass-like controller crafted. Holy crap, Torton, are you just doing like some crazy like, are you talking about advanced assembly lines? Are you doing some kind of crazy like universal or dedicated setup or something? That's crazy. Yeah, is there anything else we want to do in this world, or anything else we want to like say,
I
or
don't think so.
before we kind of head out and on to new stuff on Thursday? And chat, we still do have Roblox on Friday, by the way. If anybody who is, I don't know who's interested in that, but that's going to be an interesting journey for us.
Just a tidge.
I want to check out like a lot of little miss. I don't want to get too invested in one particular thing of Roblox. I just kind of want to like get a little flavorful tease of a bunch of little things. And so we did have not only Shusi, but oh gosh, who else was it? Let me find this in Discord real quick. Magisker put together a really nice list for us as well. And thank you both for doing that, because I'll definitely be referencing this a ton. Kat and I both will be when we do that on Friday. But yeah, for anybody who didn't catch it, Thursday is going to be our starting a new GTH world.
Yep.
And it's mostly meant to be like a temporary world, but it's something we could always go back to. And the idea is that we want to check out like early crops in age. And just to kind of have the vibe of like a normal vanilla survival playthrough, like the beginning stages of it. There's something about like, I mean, Kat and I always love the beginning of GTH. There's something about it that's very cozy and charming. Yeah, exactly. So, and that it'll be like way more down to earth for those of you who've not seen us play GTH early game in like over a year at this point. So
yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Certain type of game you'd want to play for Roblox? I mean, it's really hard to say. Probably not the. I know that, like, there could be like a lot of like first person shooter type like actiony Roblox stuff. Probably not that stuff as much. I was looking, like, the one thing that I did look at when I was like testing out Roblox the other day was there's like some crazy RPG or something. I really didn't understand how it worked though. I also discovered that like you can't chat in the game unless you age verify, and they wanted me to like take a picture of myself with my phone, and I was just like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to do that.
Yeah, I think they just like pushed that age verification stuff just recently.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's becoming more the norm with different things.
Yeah.
Discord was trying to do it. They kind of put, like, they said, hey, we won't worry about that. We'll come back at you in like 6 months or a year, and we'll make you do it then, you know.
Mr. Nibbles, I love how the foxes didn't move for like the entire duration of the server so far.
Are they still in the
They
wagon?
Survived.
Dude, that's funny.
That's all that matters. Is Ben did not become the fox murderer again.
Listen, I tried to tell you all, I'm not that kind of guy, okay? I'm misunderstood. It's all been an elaborate, fake news ruse put on by my fellow teammates, so...
Conkers. The only one I know from my daughter is Dress to Impress, which Ben should absolutely play.
Okay, sure. Why not?
Let's do it, babe.
Why the hell not? You'll have to remind me of that. Chat, I'm going to send you all over, if you're on Twitch, I'm going to send you all over to Flurbin, who is on day 4 of the Flurbathon.
Blurbathon.
He's doing a subathon before he starts his new job.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's send y'all off over there, and maybe a little impromptu stream tomorrow from me, possibly. But if not, the next time you see us will be when we start our new GTNH World on Thursday.
Yep.
And I want to try to make that stream an hour earlier than usual. I have to talk to you about that, Kat, but I was going to try to make it 5 p.m. Eastern. So,
we'll have to talk.
If you're in EU, well, yeah, we'll see what happens. 6 p.m. at the latest, though. And so, yeah, chat. Thanks for hanging out. Again, we'll come back to TFG at some point, see how things are going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Y'all take care.
And thank you guys for joining us on our journey. It's been a lot of fun.
Yep. Appreciate y'all. See y'all soon.
Bye.
Have a good one.